This way, there will be fewer casualties and losses in defense, as much as the fuel consumed. Who gave me more oil resources in my hands? Underground shelter of Qingpu Base. We have to fight countless zombies every day, brothers. No matter how much strength we can exert, it is extremely exhausting. Hide first and wait until these zombies disappear before coming out of the underground. It's okay to leave the steel plant equipment temporarily with the zombies. Zombies do not use equipment or destroy them. These living dead are only interested in human flesh. Shelter living room. Brother Zhang Yi has a very important email that you need to take a look at. Oh, what happened? Let me take a look. Mail. Special dispatched personnel from Jiangnan region have arrived in Tianhai City. Please be sure to arrive at the central building of Tianhai City on time at 2:30 this afternoon. Invited list: Qingpu Shelter, Xing Weinan Yangxing Shelter, Xiao Hongliang Chaoyu Shelter, Wei Dinghai Baixue Cult Leader, Yuan Kongye, Zhang Yi. Jiangnan Military Region. Is the Jiangnan Military Region one of the 5 major military regions of China headquartered in Jinling? That's right, I think it must be them. How to determine if this email is genuine and not someone else's conspiracy or prank? Brother Zhang Yi, I can assure you that this must be a message sent by someone from the Jiangnan region. Because our network system has installed a very strong protective wall, anyone who wants to contact us must apply for it. But this email directly crossed my surface protection wall. Those who have this ability are either top hackers or institutions above. So I can conclude that the other party must be from the Jiangnan region. I just don't know what their purpose is for suddenly coming to Tianhai City this time. They can actually do this, doesn't that mean our network is also insecure? The true core of the shelter is the use of independent servers within the internal network, which have no connection with the outside world and cannot be breached. I think their arrival this time is likely related to the current wave of corpses. From this email, it can be seen that they have a clear understanding of all the situations in Tianhai City. I think we should go there, and there's no need to offend a high-ranking region at this time. Based on the computer capabilities of several other companies in Tianhai City, it is unlikely that they set the trap. However, for safety reasons, I will still bring the strongest possible armed forces to this place, which is the safest option. We are living relatively stable now. If other forces enter Tianhai City, I am afraid it will change everyone's current living environment. Compared to the Jiangnan region, Tianhai City is not worth mentioning. The things I have in my hands cannot even enter their eyes. In that case, it would be the best. I just think everyone's life is pretty good now and they're afraid of changes. I think we should trust them. As the leader of the region, the Jiangnan region definitely does not want to see large-scale zombie riots in a populous city like Tianhai. I think so too. Well, since the news has already been sent to us, we must go over and take a look no matter what. Xin, you are responsible for monitoring the network well. Although we can basically determine the identity of the other party, just in case, we need to avoid traps set by others using some unknown means. Tianfeng District, Tianhai City. Oh, I didn't expect this place to become like this. It's really bad. They should come when the time comes, and this mess is not very good, right? It's okay, I'll just tidy it up. Captain, please. Is there only one car? It seems that there aren't many people sent from the region either. It doesn't seem like a machine, but rather like someone punched out. This is the method of aliens, and there are experts among them. Which faction are you from? We come from Yangxing Base. I am Xiao Honglian, the leader of the base. Xiao Honglian, the former captain of the Criminal Investigation Brigade in Tianhai City, welcomes your arrival. Please come in, but you can only come in alone. Let the others stay outside temporarily. You guys wait for me outside. Will the leader be deceitful? Even if there is fraud, no one can keep me if I want to leave. Sorry, only those invited from various factions can enter. What do you have to hide from others? You're afraid that if we eat too much, you won't succeed. We only talk to the leaders of various forces. Why is it difficult? You are the boss of Chow Yu Base. We came here with sincerity. Since you only want to talk to me, why bother me going alone? Just wait for me outside. This guy is a master. Don't conflict with him. Yes. TSK, TSK. It's not that enemies don't gather together. I hope these guys can behave better. It's Zhang Yi and his gang. This group of people has extremely strong combat power and should not be easily provoked. You must be Zhang Yi, come in by yourself. The others must stay outside. Okay, as you wish. By the way, which room is it in? The third conference room on the left side of the 5th floor. Oh, thank you. Wearing sunglasses indoors, isn't he blind? Zhang Yi has not yet consulted with Your Excellency. My name is Bian Junwu, and I am the person in charge of investigating the zombie situation sent by the Jiangnan region this time. It turns out that Mr. Bian has been listening to me for a long time. It took some time to travel, so please forgive me. It's okay, sit down. Old classmate, are you okay? Don't mention that I have to clean up those things every day, it's almost annoying to me. If this continues, I'm afraid my shelter won't be able to hold on for too long. He can't even handle it. Although we are also miserable, as long as everyone is the same, we can at least balance our hearts. He came forward again. It seems that Yuan Kongye cannot manage any affairs within the snow worship sect, and is even worse than the experienced Zhang Yixian. Very good, no one is late. The zombie crisis in Tianhai City has erupted, and as the largest force in Tianhai City, you have an inescapable responsibility. Do you know the significance of establishing shelters? Let me not mention that they belong to civil organizations. But the 4 of you either directly occupy the official shelter or inherit most of the resources of the shelter. Occupying the most advantageous resources but unwilling to shoulder the responsibility of protecting the stability of one side is not incompetence, but what is it? Mr. Bien's words are easy, and we are willing to maintain the stability of Tianhai City. The scale of this sudden wave of zombies is too large, and there are already countless zombies causing chaos in various places. With the power in our hands alone, there is no way to solve this crisis. After all, we don't have a large number of powerful weapons and the most elite army of China like the Jiangnan region. Ha 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 ha. That. Since you don't have the ability to deal with this crisis, please obediently obey my orders from now on. I will take on the command task of this zombie crisis, and all your forces must unconditionally obey my orders. It's impossible for me to obey others' commands unconditionally. We may not be able to accept this. Even though the Jiangnan region is in power, it would be underestimating us if only a few of you wanted to command all of us. It's only possible if you send a large force to come. Oh, you mean you think I don't have the qualifications, right? So can you solve this crisis with your own strength? I am not capable of protecting Tianhai City, and it has also led to the spread of zombies towards surrounding cities, affecting residents of other cities. Greedy for the insignificant power in their hands, unwilling to let go. But don't forget me, either of you. Tianhai City is not your property, but the highest power command center in the Jiangnan region. What I am saying on behalf of the Jiangnan region is the will of the Jiangnan region. If you are unwilling to obey my orders, then the consequences are beyond your ability to bear. If we don't obey, will you send troops to eliminate us? Scare me. Do you think the current situation is not serious enough and that this incident only concerns your city of Tianhai? To be honest, there are 2 orders we obtained from our investigation this time. The first step is to work together with local forces to solve the zombie crisis as much as possible and not allow the situation to worsen and spread to other cities. Once it is discovered that the situation is uncontrollable and there is no way to solve the zombie problem through manpower, then the entire Tianhai city can be abandoned. Is that really the case? Once the situation gets out of control, the threat to this area outweighs its value, and abandoning it is also an expected choice. Very good. From now on, all local armed forces in Tianhai City must unconditionally obey the command. I am willing to support your actions. As you said, the investigation team came because the local forces were unable to solve the crisis of zombies and rodents, so you had to intervene. But what if we can solve the problems within our sphere of influence ourselves? Don't tell me what these words mean. Just a few people in your shelter can solve such a large number of zombies and rodents. Indeed, it is a heroic young man, but this matter is of great importance. Do not let your momentary desires cause everyone to suffer along with you. Do you think I'm joking with you? In fact, the zombie and mutant rat issues in the surrounding area of our shelter have already been resolved. I don't believe how those few of you managed to do it. What I'm saying is already true. If you don't believe me, you can investigate on your own. I am very curious about how you achieved this. Corpse groups feed on humans, so they tend to gather in crowded areas. And where is the most crowded place in Tianhai City? Without a doubt, it is the place where your families gather. There are at least 10 people in my area, and the place is relatively remote and located in the outskirts, so it doesn't attract many zombies in itself. But even so, the battle between them was exceptionally fierce. After a long period of contact, I found that one of them, the Corpse King, is commanding the Corpse King to possess wisdom and can create new zombies. The relationship between zombies and zombies is symbiotic. We took the risk of entering the underground tunnel and used all the weapons we obtained from the Shishan base to eradicate it. Currently, I am maintaining the status quo in Shishan District and Lujiang District. According to what you said, if our local forces can maintain local stability, can we be given a certain degree of freedom? Of course, we are very willing to cooperate with the investigation team. If you need any help, feel free to ask. As long as we can do something, we will never hide it. However, at this stage, we still hope to focus more energy on our own sphere of influence, as you all know that my side has the smallest number of people. You did a great job, which also shows that your team has extraordinary intelligence and strength. In the future actions, we need to use your strength. If necessary, please feel free to give instructions. Then I'll thank you in advance. Everyone, starting now, I need your unconditional cooperation in our actions. Let's share all the information you have in your hands first. No matter what kind of grudges you have had before, you must let me go first. Next, let's talk about how to solve the crisis of zombies and mutant rats. What about the people from Jiangnan region? If you have any amazing skills, come and have a fight with me. What's going on with that kid? What's up? It's nothing, it's just a minor conflict among my subordinates. Oh, little contradiction. Let them handle their own affairs. We still have important matters to discuss. Look at him, he's still getting angry. What else can useless people do besides being incompetent and furious? But they have already arranged for us to fight. If we don't respond, wouldn't it seem like we're afraid of them? I don't like to be underestimated either. I don't have much of myself, but I can't let the people in these small places really think that the Jiangnan region has no heritage like them. You guys are too arrogant, aren't you? We're all mutants, so you don't necessarily have to be strong. Okay, I'll let you take a look at what kind of strength the mutants in the Jiangnan region have, and what kind of strength do the mutants in small places like you have. Kongsheng strengthens the ability of the system. Ability Forged Steel. That kid from Jiangnan region is going to suffer. His surname Chen has very strange abilities and is very restrained in close combat. But the other party is also a master, as can be seen from his breathing and movements. Humph. Don't struggle, no matter how strong you are, as long as you are entangled by me, you cannot escape. You'd better surrender obediently. I've already said that people in the reinforcement department can only surrender to me when they encounter me. If you're not honest again, I'll break your bones. The outcome has been decided. Hee. I thought your eyeballs could also turn into rubber. He was able to even strengthen his own tongue and turn it into a dagger, piercing Chen Jingwan's eyeball. How do you know where my weakness lies? Your body can become a rubber, but if your eyes also have to change, wouldn't you become blind? Go and heal your injuries quickly. If it's too late, your life will be lost. If anyone thinks they have the ability, they can come and play with me now. Chirp 1. Very good, I have listened to the intelligence provided by each of your companies. Combined with the intelligence we have gathered, I already know in my heart what to do next. According to our investigation, zombies like to attack crowded places. The more people there are, the more zombies they attract. And as long as the corpse group can be eliminated, the problem of the rat group will not be difficult to solve, as the rat group and the corpse group are in a symbiotic relationship. The group of corpses showed a certain regularity in their actions, almost indicating that there was a corpse king commanding behind them. Of course, the corpse king is just a code name. It could be a powerful zombie or an alien. Based on this intelligence, we can basically conclude that only by eliminating the corpse king can we fundamentally eradicate the corpse-tide turmoil in Tianhai City. So from now on, I demand that all major forces transfer the majority of the population underground to avoid being in a passive and vulnerable situation. What should we do then? They all have their own underground shelters and advanced shelters, but our snow cult has nothing. Mr. Bien, you can't favor one over the other in this matter. Your snow worship church has thousands of followers who have joined your sect. It is your responsibility to protect them. Do you still expect us to help you protect your disciples? We can only develop tactical plans based on your current conditions. If you don't even have this level of awareness, you will only be eliminated by the tide of corpses. That means you have to watch our people sacrifice themselves. Other forces have all turned to underground snow worship, which will undoubtedly become the biggest target of the corpse group. How will our believers survive then? Many of your followers in the snow worship church are mostly people without combat abilities. If you don't have such great abilities, don't absorb so many disciples. If there is a problem now, you should take responsibility for it yourselves. The existence of Baishu's sect also has its significance. If you cannot hide it well, it can play another role. Oh, what are your plans? I can't tell you yet that this is confidential, but I will inform you of the answer in at most 3 days. You each go back and arrange your own manpower according to my orders. I will notify you of any actions that come next. Zhang Yi, please wait a moment. Mr. Bien, do you have any advice? Can I come and sit with you? What are the good bases in my area? The environment is much better than mine. The conditions there are quite average. What, are you not welcoming me? How could that be? That's not true. You don't need to be too nervous. I have no ill intentions towards you, and we didn't have any grudges in the past. Are you so guarded against me? I just want to have a good chat with you about the specific process of eliminating those corpse groups. And I also have a lot of intelligence here that you don't know. Well, since you're so enthusiastic about coming over as a guest, I can't refuse someone from thousands of miles away. Jing, what happened to your eyes? Leader, I have nothing to do. I just had a fight with a friend from the investigation team and suffered some skin injuries. Didn't I tell you not to have conflicts with them? These people are not satisfied with us in their hearts. We need to let them know our strength so that they won't be held back in their actions in the future. Don't do this next time. Understand? A group of corpses is approaching. With so many of us gathered here, such a big commotion has indeed attracted these damn things. It's really unlucky to see them everywhere in Tianhai City. Have they become the lair of zombies? These zombies must all be killed, otherwise they will return with intelligence about us, and next time they will be even more difficult to deal with. Oh, I see. Annihilation. What's going on? What just happened? You guys, take a look. Did all the thousands of zombies just now be wiped out? The captain also told us to be more restrained, but he himself came up with a big one. Perhaps the captain thinks you're right. Only by demonstrating enough strength can others willingly obey your command. Captain. Captain, just let us handle these miscellaneous things. There's no need to do it yourself. Everyone is quite busy and doesn't have time to waste here. It seems that his body is in some condition, and it is impossible for the Jiangnan region to be helpless against common illnesses. Is it a terminal illness? Or perhaps this injury is related to his supernatural abilities. All right, everyone, you can go back now. Remember to stay in touch at all times. When I contact you, you must cooperate with our actions as soon as possible. Is Mr. Bien feeling unwell? I have a doctor at home who can help you take a look. It's already an old problem. Just take a break. I don't need to see a doctor, so it seems to be consistent with my guess. It's quite cold here, everyone. Come and sit at my house. That's good. I have a lot of things I want to talk to you about. Captain, why do you have such a good attitude towards that Zhang Yi? Is he your long-lost illegitimate child? That Zhang Yi is not simple. I can feel his strength is very strong, not comparable to the leaders of other forces. This may be a good seedling. He's so powerful, but I've never seen him act before. How do you judge this? The first is my intuition, and the second is the judgment made through experience. Although their team is small in number, being able to become one of the top 5 forces in Tianhai City indicates that they are more powerful at the level of mutants. Zhang Yi, as the leader of the team, undoubtedly has the strongest comprehensive strength. And only they solved the zombie problem around the base, which is a good criterion for judgment. Oh, I see. Captain, your considerations are indeed long-term. Interesting to say. I want to play 2 tricks with him. Wu Di, don't be too careless. As far as I know, his ability is to restrain you. Oh. Suppressing me would be even more interesting, Captain. What are his abilities? It is an extremely rare spatial ability even in trait systems. Spatial ability. Even in the Jiangnan region, there are very few owners of spatial abilities, which have very high strategic value. No wonder, Captain, you want him to join our team. I just have this idea. You can try his condition, and whether he is willing to leave Tianhai City and go to Jiangnan region depends on his own decision. These people have too much strength and are not at the same level as the forces we faced before. In the future, we should be cautious and polite towards them. After all, those above us still need to maintain a certain level of respect. I thought his shelter was underground, but I didn't expect it to be a large villa. This is too luxurious. Even in the Jiangnan region, there are no such luxurious shelters, right? Don't forget that this place used to be the residence of the richest man in China, so it's not surprising to have such a level. Don't be polite, just sit down. Are Zhang Yi and the others sent down from the Jiangnan region? They really feel like regular soldiers. They are all envoys from the Jiangnan region who came to help Tianhai City deal with the zombie issue and prepare some food and drinks. By the way, I don't know what everyone wants to drink. Our home conditions are relatively simple, with only some drinks, coffee, and other beverages. Please don't mind. This is called only. Just plain water will do. Can we talk alone? Of course, please come with me over here. Conference room. Now it's just the two of us. Can you tell me how you solved those zombies? The method you mentioned before has some reservations. If you deceive them, you can still talk to me. Don't bother with it. In fact, the Jiangnan region has access to more information than you might imagine. Sure enough, the people from above are not easy to deceive. I had some reasons to be cautious before, and you understand that now I must tell the truth. If I were to be more vague, it might leave a bad impression on the border troops, which is not what I want. Why didn't you tell the truth just now? Did you want them to die more? Because of the past grievances? Or do you hope to become the sole ruler of Tianhai City? At first, there may have been some thoughts of revenge against them. After all, you can tell without me that the relationship between our 5 forces is not harmonious. Everyone is ready to encroach on each other's territory at any time. If they are weaker, I will be stronger. However, the most important reason is not this. How big is the subway network in Tianhai City? You should know that I don't have the ability to help all their forces. And I don't think this method can solve the fundamental problem either. If we can't eliminate the Corpse King, zombies will keep appearing. Have you ever seen the Corpse King? No, but I believe the Corpse King must exist. Zombies will choose their targets, and there must be someone intentionally targeting our 5 forces. You are indeed very intelligent. It's not really great wisdom, just a little bit clever, barely able to survive in this apocalypse. You have great potential. I guess you may be a Delta-level alien. Do you want to leave this small place and venture into the Jiangnan region? Wait a minute, what did you just say about Delta? What does Delta mean? This is not a secret. I can tell you about it in detail. When do you think the mutants started appearing? After the arrival of the Blue Star Ice Age, gamma rays grazed past. Wrong. Human variation has existed since ancient times. From an evolutionary perspective, it is inevitable that all living organisms are constantly mutating. Some mutations give individual organisms stronger survival abilities, which increases their chances of mating and leaving offspring to inherit these mutations. Just talking about ourselves, humans today are vastly different from our ancestors millions of years ago. In the process of evolution, there will always be individuals among billions of human races who have developed special abilities. A general and hero with infinite strength. A talented and extraordinary person who swallows clouds and exhales mist. The deformed monsters with 3 heads and 6 arms are all considered aliens. And humans have existed since ancient times, but they have never undergone such widespread mutations as they do today. The current situation you see is that the genetic sequence of the entire group has been altered due to external factors, resulting in the birth of a large number of mutants. And research on human variation has been ongoing in various countries around the world for a long time, and the classification and grading of mutants have also existed for a long time. I have understood the 6 major categories of mutants, but how are the levels of mutants divided? At present, there is a unified classification standard for aliens worldwide. Epsilon, Delta, Gamma, Beta, Alpha. At first, the mutated ability of alpha-level aliens, also known as LV1, was not strong and lacked growth potential. It can only reflect a portion of extraordinary power that is stronger than ordinary people. Then there is the beta-level LV2, which has stronger abilities than the alpha level and possesses the strength of the top-tier elite warriors and humans, but still lacks much room for growth. Next up is gamma-level LV3. At this level, mutants already possess powerful extraordinary powers. These people either possess super strong abilities to resist hundreds of people or hold extremely powerful auxiliary abilities. Uncle Yu and Fat Sue are probably Gamma level mutants. And then there's the true transcendence. The most obvious feature of Delta level LV4 is its ability to absorb energy from other aliens to evolve itself. No wonder Hua Hua and Liang Yu can absorb other people's abilities, but Uncle Yu and Fat Sue cannot. An alien at the Delta level may not exhibit strength stronger than the previous levels, but they can continue to evolve and reach a certain peak before stopping, which can be understood as having extremely high potential. At present, it is preliminarily judged that you and the leaders of various factions are at this level. The ability level that Delta gave me belongs to LV4 among mutants, which is already a very high evaluation. Then there is the current highest level Epsilon LV5 level alien. This is currently the strongest combat power in the world, not only capable of devouring the abilities of other aliens, but also possessing extremely terrifying abilities. Epsilon. Are you an alien of the Epsilon level? No, I'm just at the Delta level. Even you are only at the Delta level. It's hard for me to imagine how strong an alien at the Epsilon level really is. Oh, what? Is it my misunderstanding? There is indeed some discrepancy with your understanding. In fact, the so-called classification of ability levels has no absolute relationship with combat effectiveness. It represents more of an upper limit of ability. There are many types of abilities, not only those with combat attributes, but also those with auxiliary or other special categories. It's not surprising that high-level aliens are killed by lower-level aliens if their abilities are suppressed or if the environment is not conducive to their ability. If a superpower is a weapon, whether it can exert its power also depends on the user. So your judgment of me is that I am a Delta-level alien, also known as LV4, right? That means I'm on the same level as you, but you still have a high regard for me. This is just a matter of experience. In fact, the level evaluation of mutants needs to be divided by professionals in the region. This rating may not be absolutely accurate and can only be evaluated based on the abilities demonstrated by the alien. I just gave my empirical judgment based on your current performance that you are a Delta level. It is also highly possible to achieve a level transition of superpowers in the future. But the Delta stage is a critical point, and if there is no co-devouring ability, it can be determined that the alien is below LV3. Mr. Bien, have you ever seen an alien of the Epsilon level? Did not. But I know that there is indeed an Epsilon level alien in the Xinjiang region. Surprisingly, such a character really exists. This can't be considered a secret, as each major region needs to manage large areas around them after the apocalypse arrives. In order to deal with various mutated creatures and groups that take advantage of the apocalypse to cause chaos, absolute power must be relied upon to suppress them. That person's ability has become so powerful that it cannot be explained by common sense. It is said that anyone who is targeted by him, even if they are thousands of miles apart, will be killed by a single thought. That is a true miracle. Are you joking with me? He can take a life from thousands of miles away. Could his ability be a satellite positioning missile? It's much more convenient than that one. All I know is that the person he's targeting will definitely die, and it won't work no matter how far they flee to the ends of the earth. This thing can only be explained by metaphysics, right? God himself likes to roll dice, so it's not surprising what this world will become. In theory, there still exists a final level of alien energy, which is the legendary LV6 Omega level alien. This level only exists in theory and has never appeared in the past era. It has only been proposed as an alien form with unlimited growth space and unlimited power. At that level, they are probably gods in the true sense. Cough cough, forehead cough, cough cough cough. Captain Bien, are you okay? Do you want me to call a doctor for you? No need, it's just an old problem. I have a terminal illness and don't have many days left to live. If it weren't for this, I wouldn't have had to actively apply for a team to handle such a troublesome problem. Right enough. Nowadays, with the advancement of medicine, cancer has been cured. Is there any incurable disease that cannot be treated? My doctor is the attending physician of the First People's Hospital of Tianhai City. Let her examine your body, maybe it will have an effect. You don't need to test me. I'm a dying person. I came here just hoping to make more contributions to the Jiangnan region before I die. After this matter is over, my wife and children will have a better living environment. My ability comes at the cost of sacrificing my vision and health, which is why it can only be rated as Delta level. Its fatal flaw makes me a super killer with limited usage. Do you understand? I see, but I didn't expect you to tell me your abilities so decisively. We need your cooperation in the upcoming operation against the corpse tide in Tianhai City. So we understand that each other's abilities are crucial, and this is also to let you know that my abilities cannot be used indefinitely, as it would accelerate my death. Now I'm almost blind, relying solely on this auxiliary visual device to see things. I see you as a blurry figure emitting red light. Are you interested in exploring the Jiangnan region? Your ability is very promising, and you may be able to advance to the level of Epsilon in the future. I don't have much ambition, let alone the desire to achieve success and make a name for myself. I just want to live well with the people around me in the apocalypse and wait for the world to restart. Don't rush to reject Blizzard City. The living environment here is much happier than yours. People over there can live like they did before the end of the world, with cities, streets, and bustling night markets. There are also comfortable apartments that you cannot experience in Tianhai City no matter what. Is it comfortable to have the shelter I am currently living in? Tianhai City is not a safe area. It is located on the coast of the East China Sea. If the ice and snow melt in the future, this place may be submerged as soon as possible. And there may also be enemies coming from the opposite side of the sea. Only the Central Plains region is the safest. Have you considered this? Who can say for sure what will happen in the future? Let's talk about it later. We have already said what we should say, so we won't bother anymore. If necessary, I will contact you. Why don't we have a meal together? Everyone's here. We don't need to eat anymore. We brought our own military rations, and we have something else to do next. We've had enough rest. It's time for us to set off. Thank you for the hospitality. How about we spar and learn from each other next time Zhang Yi has the chance? What time is it now? Don't play around. These people carry such a heavy killing intent. Yeah, you can feel from afar that it's completely different from the people you've met before. Fortunately, it's not an enemy. Otherwise, we would be in big trouble. But it's probably not that easy for only 7 people to come and solve the problem of corpse tide. Xinqing, what is your opinion? Sending them here from the Jiangnan region may not necessarily be expected to solve the massive corpse tide in one go. Perhaps they are just the vanguard. Once the root cause of the body tide is identified, there may be a large-scale army stationed in Tianhai City. At that time, the entire pattern of Tianhai City will be rewritten, and we will inevitably be affected. This is indeed very likely. We won't be kicked out of the shelter then, will we? I don't think so, do I? If that's the case, it can't be considered the worst outcome. Assuming the investigation team discovers that the scale of the body tide is too large, they would need to pay a huge price to thoroughly clean up the problem of the body tide. By then, the problem will be troublesome. I see. The reason why the border army invited me to Blizzard City is because it left me with a way out. It would be best if we could handle the issue of zombies at the moment, but the reasoning may sound simple, but how should we handle it? Now we all know that zombies and rodents are concentrated underground, and their numbers are very astonishing, possibly occupying the entire subway system of Tianhai City. It's not very realistic for us to face the sea tide like zombies and rat hordes with our current manpower, unless we find the Corpse King and carry out a beheading operation. We are powerless in these matters and can only hope that the Jiangnan region can provide assistance, so Zhang Yi, you don't have to worry too much after all, our abilities are limited. All fear comes from the unknown. Our biggest problem is that we have too little knowledge about the corpse horde. What is the Corpse King? Is it a zombie mutation that produces wisdom, or is it some kind of alien? We can only conclude that the outbreak of the zombie crisis has nothing to do with the other four forces, as they have suffered quite tragic losses. It cannot be said that even though they have suffered great losses, it cannot be concluded that this matter really has nothing to do with them. For example, the Shishan base conducted a large number of human experiments at the beginning, and it is uncertain whether other families have similar behaviors, which led to the emergence of the corpse tide. Let's wait and see for now. At the very least, we need to see how good the people sent by the Jiangnan region are. They have richer team combat experience, stronger abilities, and advanced technology in the Jiangnan region, which should be able to achieve some results. If they can't solve the problem by then, we'll take action. Baishuet Church Headquarters. What did you see this time? The Jiangnan region has sent a group of very terrifying people, especially the leader of their small team, the border force. Jiangnan region. Will they affect us? The current situation in Tianhai City has a significant impact on the surrounding areas. If the Jiangnan region sends troops to intervene, it may be difficult for us to develop after worshipping the snow cult. And the border troops have given a warning that if the problem of the body tide cannot be solved, the Jiangnan region may resort to the ultimate means. The ultimate means. We cannot sit idly by and watch this situation arise. I'm afraid this is not just what we think. Zhang Yi, Xiao Hong, Wei Dinghai, and Xing Tian don't want to see that kind of result, do they? Metro Station. It seems that after irrigating a large amount of seawater, it froze and expanded, causing the ground to crack. That's really impressive. This guy is a genius. Is it necessary to praise him, boss? In my opinion, this is just a common tactic. If my ability is spatial, I also know that I need to use something to block this subway. But in reality, he only drank poison to quench his thirst and temporarily solved the problems around him, but it didn't completely quell the zombie unrest. What's the use of it? Wu Di, your temper is still as arrogant as your name. Captain, there's a reason for him to say that. You need to learn to discover others' strengths and not always look down on them. I don't really dislike him, it's just that in this underground passage, if I were here alone, I could have wiped out all the zombies completely. Oh, you're so confident. Of course. But do you know the strength of the Corpse King? How do you know if you've never seen that thing before? Zhang Yi and his team solved the zombies on the entire subway line with 0 casualties. Don't be blindly obsessed with superpowers. The most important thing is how to unleash one's abilities. His abilities are not purely in combat, and being able to achieve this step with his mind is the most amazing. Even if he has a mind, what if he needs a new teammate? He must be a powerful martial arts team. We don't lack a bag. Let's go. Next, let's go and see firsthand what it's like to be surrounded by zombies. Captain, where are we going? Let's go to Yangqing Base first. Yangqing Base. Hurry up and evaluate quickly, everyone. Captain, please use. According to the information provided by each of their families, the number of zombies mobilized each time is limited, and at the highest moment, there are only tens of thousands of zombies. Obviously, the number of zombies that the Corpse King can control simultaneously has a limit, or the speed at which it transforms corpses into zombies is not as fast as imagined. And we can take advantage of the zombie horde to attack the Yangqing base while also attacking the zombie base camp. As long as we can eliminate the zombie king, the operation of the zombies will become disorderly. Be prepared for battle. According to Zhang Yi, there must be a large number of copper-armored corpses underground, as well as a corpse king with unknown abilities. Boss, what kind of threat can this dead thing pose to us, let alone the empty state underground now? You don't have to take action then. I can handle them all by myself. Wu Di, we're not here to fight this time. No matter how many zombies kill, it's meaningless to let the Corpse King escape. Remember this, don't immerse yourself in entanglements with things outside of the Corpse King. Sorry, I actually forgot about this. Subway entrance. Aerial photography. There is still a small portion that has not left the tunnel but has not shown strong individual reactions. There are still some zombies in the tunnel, but no special individuals have been found to exist. Down. Found a large group of corpses ahead. This should be their lair. Have you found the Corpse King? Undying. That is. I only found one white-haired monkey. White-haired monkey. Let's get rid of them first and then try to catch them alive. Bailey Wu Di cleans up the corpse group. Xiaoming, pay attention to monitoring the corpse group to see if there are any abnormal individuals. Notify me in a timely manner and let others join me in capturing the Corpse King. Yes. Give me another chance to die. Deputy team, your speed is too slow. You better dodge and look at me. The characteristics of the floating cannon are transformed from spiritual energy into highly penetrating energy cannons. Ha ha ha, my lord is the king of the battlefield. This is the so-called copper-armored corpse. I want to see how powerful it really is. You take a break first. Then I'll leave it to you guys. We each have one. That's really hard. At times like this, we still need to cooperate. There is movement in the group of corpses. The white-haired monkey and 6 bronze-armored corpses are about to run away. A large number of corpses are surrounding us. It can now be concluded that the white-haired monkey is the Corpse King and the group of corpses came to delay time. We must catch it today and never let it escape. Chase. Yanqing Base. What's going on here? Subway tunnel. That's it. Caught alive. This is the Corpse King who secretly commands the entire army of zombies. I thought this thing must be very powerful in controlling hordes of corpses, but it turns out it's so weak. It's only reasonable if it can really control countless zombies, which means it's the brain of a group of zombies or some kind of control system alien. It is expected that it does not possess strong personal combat capabilities in itself. No wonder it wouldn't dare to launch a full-scale war against human power even if it could control a massive horde of corpses. Because its body is too weak, a large number of zombies and bronze armor corpses must be left behind to protect its safety. Based on its own combat power, any adult may be able to kill it. Let them kill each other. Roar. Ha 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 ha. Vice Captain of the Inspection Team, by Li Chang-ching. Ability Iron Fist. You're not honest, oh. Go. This is. Without the control of the Corpse King over these ordinary zombies, there would be no collective action. In this way, even if they are numerous, it is difficult for them to pose a threat to human power. Let's go, don't get entangled with these things. They will disappear on their own in no time. We must speed up. Everyone is waiting for my research results. The second day. The analysis results have been released. This is not a monkey or ape, but a human. Or rather, it was once a human. It contains a large amount of zombie virus in its body, which has obvious biological community habits. The zombie king can infect other corpses with the virus and turn them into zombies. The mother body is connected to ordinary zombies in some way, allowing it to command the corpse tide. The corpse king then learns to evolve and iterate the attack methods of the corpse tide. Does it sound no different from humans? Since that's the case, it means as long as we kill all the corpse kings in Tianhai City, we can solve this zombie crisis, right? In theory, the loss of the corpse king's leading group of corpses, no matter how numerous, would not pose a significant threat. But there is still one question that has not been clarified. If there are more than one corpse king in Tianhai City, where did the first corpse king come from? How was the zombie virus initially infected when the corpse king was a mutation of a human or human corpse? It's difficult to investigate this point clearly, as the scale of the zombie horde is too large and the conditions are limited, making it extremely difficult to trace the origin. It is possible that the corpse king is just a type of corpse group created by the original corpse king, just like ordinary zombie bronze armored corpses. And its purpose is only to command other groups of corpses. We'll be busy now. Anyway, at least we have good news. We can solve the problem of eliminating the corpse king's corpse group first. This mission doesn't seem as troublesome as imagined, they're just a bit too many in number. When will so many zombies be killed? If only I could gather them together and kill them all with a floating cannon. It's not that simple. If it were that easy to handle, the headquarters wouldn't have to send us here. Gathering them together and annihilating them in one fell swoop is indeed a good idea. Boss, you really understand my idea. It's great, isn't it? But what should we do? The distribution of corpses in the entire Tianhai City is scattered everywhere. And it's hard to cope with the terrifying number of them all gathered together. The actions of the corpse group are purposeful, which is to attack the 5 major forces in Tianhai City. Although it is currently unclear whether they are intentional or accidental, zombies will inevitably chase after human movements. So why don't we gather all the humans in Tianhai City together and attract all the corpses? When we arrive, we can annihilate all the corpse kings at once. And this can also verify my hypothesis in my mind. Yes. Boss, do you have any ideas? So far, there has been only a small-scale trend of zombie hordes spreading towards surrounding cities in Tianhai City, with the majority of zombies still concentrated in the Tianhai area. This phenomenon is very illogical. If the body of zombies is the virus that resides in their bodies, then according to biological instincts, they will invade further away. The number of native organisms alone is not enough for them to eat. Why do they still stay in Tianhai City and constantly attack several major powers? I really want to see if there are any human factors behind this. Perhaps the Corpse King was deliberately created by someone behind the scenes. If it exists, we must also eliminate this underground force. Near Yangqing Base. How do you feel like these zombies have become stupid? Call. Although I don't know what happened, this is good news. Is this related to the investigation team from the Jiangnan region? We cannot rule out this possibility. Is this the strength of the Jiangnan region? A team of only 7 people managed to solve a major problem in one area on their first day in Tianhai City. Baishu sect. Where did Kale go? Why doesn't he listen to the chaos of war every day now? Lele. It's too dirty. You need to be purified. Master, sir. Original sin is unforgivable. I'm helping him. I know you will always be right. Triumphal music. What's going on here, Subebe? Haven't you been with Kale all this time? I didn't do anything. After narrowly escaping death, he kissed me and was discovered by the leader, so I don't know why she looks like that either. I didn't do anything wrong, did I? That kind of thing is inherently wrong. I'm just helping them take the right path. You're not wrong. It's all because that child is not good. In the apocalypse, impure relationships between men and women that do not require love and affection should be prohibited. They may not understand my painstaking efforts. If only all men could be like you, then this world would no longer be so impure. This world will eventually be as you wish. That child is Li Jian's son. He shouldn't have any emotions, right? I will go talk to him and make him understand your hard work. I think he will understand. What's the point of me being alive? Let's live well together as a family of 3. Mr. Zhang. Didn't I say it before? When working, one should be referred to by their position. Is your son okay? The physical injury has healed, but the emotional injury may not last for a lifetime. If a man loses the essence of a man, he will never be able to lift his head. If not managed properly, the vast snow worship sect is prone to turmoil, and the relationship between men and women is even more likely to become the root of trouble. Actually, it's not intentional to target you. The rest of you are the same. What the high priest taught is, what kind of bastard logic is that in order to maintain the stability of the sect, people have to be castrated? What's the point of the sect's existence? In the future, if humans cannot reproduce, won't they still perish? Let's set the combat location here. Baishiwa sect. The large number of people in the snow worship sect is the most attractive for zombie operations, and the area is also located in the central part. Summon the forces of Tianhai City to work together and bring the body tied here to eliminate it all. Yanqing Base. Got it. We'll be right there. Destination, St. John's Cathedral. The investigation team has gathered everyone here. It seems like they are going to have a big battle against the zombie horde here. This is not good news for us. Many people are going to die again, and their gathering here is also a threat to us. It's better to transfer quickly. If they find out, it'll be terrible. Just do as you say. But we don't need to worry too much about the gods blessing the followers of the Snow Worship Church. Shelter living room. Why don't we choose another place instead of that rundown place when we gather at the Snow Worship Church? Wait a moment, let's bring all our combat forces. Is this going to be a big battle against zombies? Are they so confident in going to war? Did they find any important intelligence? Brother, what are you worrying about again? You came at the right time. Come over for a moment. Brother, this is good news. Tell me in detail what a good method is. What is snow worship? Well, they're quite poor. Apart from having many people, they don't have any other resources. Are you saying they have many people? That's right, their biggest characteristic is having a large number of followers, which is their only advantage that they can offer. The investigation team asked us to gather at the Snow Worship Sect for a clear purpose. The people of the Snow Worship Sect, along with those gathered by various forces, will undoubtedly become the most prominent targets in the entire Tianhai City. They will eliminate all zombies there. Qingqiao. Tenkai. Baishiwa Sect. Yangqing. Morning Rain. If that's the case, doesn't it mean they know how to deal with the horde of corpses? Since it is an investigation team dispatched from the Jiangnan region, its strength is naturally extraordinary. Their intelligence channels are more extensive than ours, and combined with the information provided by our various sources, their understanding of the corpse group is far superior to ours. Speaking of which, the main reason why the previous mission was not successful was that we had too little knowledge about the underground. We have never seen the Corpse King from beginning to end, and can only speculate based on broken information, thus developing an unknown fear of it. Since that's the case, let's go take a look. Anyway, this large-scale concentration of combat power doesn't have much impact on us. Let's see what they have in mind. Is this going to war? The war between the Human Alliance and the Zombie Army. I just didn't expect their speed to be so fast. They had a plan in just one day, and the professional team is really amazing. But I still say that the most important thing is to protect your own safety. Life comes first, everything else should come second. Do you understand? That means you all have to go to Baishua to teach us how to stay at home, right? Non-combatants, don't go over. If we really start fighting, we will face an unimaginable number of zombie armies, and we won't even care about protecting you. But you also need a doctor. In case of injury, I can help you treat it. You don't have the ability to protect yourself. Do you want me to distract and take care of you on the battlefield? Don't be silly, girl. If it were before, I knew it wouldn't be convenient for you to bring me along, but since this is a major battle, we will definitely need sufficient logistical support. I think not only our other forces will also have their own logistics personnel following. You're right, this time we've gathered the strongest combat power in Tianhai City. The battle won't end so quickly. If we fight a protracted war, logistics is very important, especially for medical personnel. Then you can come with us this time. You hide behind us obediently, and once we get hurt, come out for treatment. I understand. Thank you, Zhang Yi. Big brother, bring me along too. My shooting skills have been getting better and better lately. Have you forgotten that guns have little effect on zombies? Forehead. Except for Kuer, no one is allowed to follow over and everyone must stay in the shelter. I see. Keep it for self-defense. It's still very effective against people. Baishue Church Headquarters. Welcome everyone to Baishue Sect. I don't know what arrangements were made for the sudden request for major forces to gather here. If we could have been informed in advance, we would have been better prepared. What's there to be prepared for when everything is like this here? We're here to help you with your affairs. Just obediently follow our instructions. What's wrong? You guys seem very dissatisfied. Do you want to come out and practice? I can let you all go together. Don't be too arrogant. Even if the people from Jiangnan region are strong, we are not soft persimmons. Han Chang, stop talking. Please do not blame the recent heavy casualties of the snow worship sect. It is inevitable that the congregation's emotions have become somewhat extreme. We'll talk about it when everyone else comes together later. Okay, everyone, would you like to take a break inside first? What are the specific casualty numbers? I'm sorry, we haven't conducted any statistics on the number of deaths among the congregation, so the estimated death toll should be around 3,000 to 4,000. 3,000 or 4,000. So how did you solve the food problem and provide for thousands of people to survive in the apocalypse? I'm curious about how you did it. We will search for buried supermarkets and shopping malls in the surrounding area to obtain food or other survival supplies. Oh, is that all? Nearly half of the deceased congregation can indeed feed the remaining part, right? Don't talk nonsense. We never do that kind of thing. Don't compare us to those wild beasts. Then you can't have survived by drinking the northwest wind, can you? You. Enough, don't talk for now. There are indeed some secrets involved, but this is related to the survival of our snow worshippers, so we won't mention it to outsiders. Oh, is that so? If you really want to know, I can provide you with an answer. Please come with me, everyone. Can we tell outsiders about the High Priest? No problem, even the members of the investigation team from the Jiangnan region don't like this thing about us. Captain, there's such a strong smell of blood. Yeah, that's right. After losing my sight, my perception of breath became even more acute, and my intuition told me. The building in front of us is comparable to a huge, extremely ferocious, and terrifying monster. Everyone, this is the secret of the snow worship sect. Do you still want to come and take a look? Mystify. Is this the food that sustains your survival? That's right, this is a mutant plant we discovered. We call it bloodvine. It has extremely strong vitality and can absorb all the nutrients around it, then transform them into its own vitality and bear fruit. This red fruit is an important source of food for us. Don't worry, this fruit is non-toxic. We have been eating it for over a month now and haven't found anyone experiencing any abnormalities due to it. That makes sense, but is the fruit it produces enough for thousands of you to eat? Normal fruits are not enough, but there are ways to catalyze the speed of fruit production. For example, this one. Is this human? Do you use humans as nutrients to make it bear fruit? More precisely, it is human remains. Inside the center of the building. May the pioneers become the hope of survivors, their flesh and blood, our food. What's the difference between doing this and eating people? There are still differences, at least they can prevent prion infections, and psychologically, they are easier to accept. Everyone, this is the biggest secret of my snow worship sect, which concerns the lives and deaths of thousands of our members. Please help to keep this secret safe. Don't worry, we will keep your secret. You take the unlucky thing. I don't want to love anyone, whoever takes it. Hee hee. I have heard rumors about your religious leader, and even some leaders in the region are interested in her abilities. I would like to meet with her. Please arrange it as soon as possible. Please wait a moment. I will go over and inform the leader. I always feel that this snow worship cult has a hint of evil energy. This is not surprising, after all, organizations that exist in religious form tend to be somewhat peculiar. But it is also a powerful ability for Baishu's sect to exist until now and keep so many followers alive. Is the captain really interested in this Genkyo? When she arrived, someone suggested that we check her abilities. If it's really as the intelligence shows that she can awaken her abilities without any cost, then the higher-ups will definitely want to get her. That is indeed a power that people crave. How could it be so simple? Oh, what do you mean? When people want to gain some kind of power, they need to pay a corresponding price. Most awakened abilities swim on the edge of life and death once, which is equivalent to the power exchanged with one's life. And her ability is said to be able to awaken superpowers at no cost. Is there such a cheap thing in this world? I also doubt this. We have also taken into account that their research on mutants has been going on for a long time, and they all think that Yuan Kongya's abilities are too incredible. So this time we need to check her abilities and see if they are as magical as the legend suggests. What if it's really as rumored? If that's the case, then her abilities are definitely no less than Epsilon's LV5 from a strategic perspective. I'm just saying there's a possibility, but we don't know her abilities yet, so we can't make a judgment. That's Yuan Kongya. Is she really a strategic level presence as speculated above? How is the captain? Is that former empty knight really Epsilon? My eyes alone cannot provide an answer to the judgment of an alien, but this girl definitely has a problem. Where is the problem? Here. Is your brain abnormal? But that's also reasonable. After all, those who engage in religion are either money-making swindlers or devout lunatics. Anyway, let's slowly consider her abilities later. After solving the zombie problem, we still have a lot of time to do this. We have more important things to discuss next. Just follow me and don't go anywhere. After that, I will arrange a safe place for you to stay. I'll listen to you. How did you come slower than us? There are many things to deal with in the factory, and we are not as carefree as you. It is indeed convenient to have fewer people. That is. I'm sure she's the leader of the snow worship sect, Yuan Kongye. I didn't expect her to be so young. She's so young, she looks like a minor. This guest, please pay attention to your wording and restrain your beastly nature. What nonsense are you talking about? Do you know that since childhood, I have only liked older women? I didn't say you were wrong either. After all, lacking maternal love is not a big mistake. You kid. Last night, we killed the Corpse King. It has been proven that when the Corpse King is killed, the entire zombie swarm will lose control, and the mouse swarm that accompanies the zombie swarm will also turn into headless flies. Indeed, it is so. So the root of solving the zombie problem in Tianhai City lies in killing all the Corpse Kings who control the zombie horde. Can you explain in detail what the Corpse King is? Of course. This is the Corpse King. This thing is the Corpse King. How does it feel? It's just an ordinary white-haired monkey. The Corpse King can control a group of corpses with high intelligence, possibly similar to humans, but its combat effectiveness is very weak. It sounds a bit like a swarm of insects with intelligence that can breed more zombies, but they don't have much combat power themselves. Corpse hordes attack humans every day, but the Corpse King himself is relatively fragile and will not come out. Instead, he hides deep in the subway tunnel. Therefore, someone needs to attract a large army of zombies outside, and then some of the elite can go deep into the subway tunnel to kill the Corpse King in order to solve the problem of the zombie horde. Without the command of the Corpse King, these zombies are easy to handle. Even if the number is too large, it cannot become a big threat. So you mean to use our entire snow worship sect as bait to attract the horde of corpses to attack, and then you go underground to deal with the Corpse King? Don't you two get so excited? Looking at the entire Tianhai City, it's only your snow worship sect that has chosen you here as the battlefield, which is reasonable and justifiable. Although it may seem a bit cold-blooded to say so, there are indeed considerations in this regard. Besides, you don't have the perfect protective equipment like the other four. But you don't have to worry too much. The armed forces of various forces have gathered here to ensure your safety to the greatest extent possible. But won't it be all the corpses of Tianhai City that will gather here? If it could really be as you said, that would be the most ideal outcome. We all hope to solve the zombie problem in Tianhai City once and for all. What about the lives of our snow worshippers? What do you take their lives for? Zhang Yixian, you should probably be more rational now. Why not think about it? If we don't use this method to solve the corpse group, will your snow cult not disappear from the map? Even if we reach the end of our lives, our family still has a last resort, which is to completely seal off our own people in the shelter. No matter how many zombies rely on those facilities, it's impossible to break through. But what about you? Do you really think you can hold on for so long with such rough defensive fortifications? This is not a reason to use our people as bait. Is it? Let's talk about if you have a better plan. We traveled thousands of miles from Jinling to come here and face the crisis of zombies with you. Now all 7 of us are here, and all the armed forces of other factions are also here. If you say your followers are bait, then we are also bait. Did I let you face this crisis alone? You should know that we fighters are the ones guarding the front line. When we die, we will die first. All of our armed forces from so many factions have come to protect your followers. What else are you dissatisfied with? Mr. Bien, you must provide us with a convincing combat plan. Don't worry, I've already thought about the battle plan and something. The basic strategy is similar to attacking corpses, but now it seems more like attacking food. Hey guys, are you asking us to be the food that attracts zombies? That's pretty much what it looks like. It's a huge trap waiting for the horde of corpses to jump inside. After all, it's a group commanded by low-intelligence creatures. As long as you find the right method, it's not that difficult to deal with. It's quite simple to say, but if we were to attract all the zombies in Tianhai City, what would the number be? Tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, or hundreds of thousands? Relying on us, relying on an almost optional defense structure to block the pressure is not an ordinary feat. At that time, we will need everyone to fight to the death for it. After all, this is for your own homeland. I'm afraid some people will intentionally release water and cause us, the snow cult, to suffer heavy losses. What should we do? Zhang Yixian, don't be suspicious. When the zombie army attacks, who dares to release water? So, do you have any further opinions? While attracting zombies, I hope to protect those who are powerless, especially children. No problem, where is the safest place here? A place can be set aside to accommodate children under the age of 14 who are unable to fight, including those under the age of 14. As for the others, they need to assist the army in defending against the tide of corpses. Then take this church as a sanctuary, the gods will bless his devout people. This battle may be a bit long and cannot end in just 1 or 2 days. Everyone should be prepared for a protracted battle. The snowmobile and stored consumables are both old enough, so there's no need to worry, it's just that we need to find an opportunity to arrange for Kuer to be placed in the temporary shelter vacated by the Bai Shui sect. Miss Leader, there's something I need to trouble you with. Mr. Zhang Yi, I don't know if you have anything to say. I'm here to assist you. Zhang Yixian's protective instinct towards Yuan Kongye is too strong. My religious leader is devoted to serving the gods with all his heart and soul, and will not be distracted by other miscellaneous tasks. It's like this, among the people I brought, there is a highly skilled doctor. She's my girlfriend, but she's not an alien and doesn't have much combat ability, so I hope she can stay with your cult leader, miss. How about that? Mr. Zhang Yi, please pay attention to your address to our esteemed leader. Sorry. I thought people who serve God should not care about the formalities of the secular world. Of course, at times like this, Mr. Zhang was able to bring his girlfriend to the battlefield, which shows how much you value this battle and even willing to risk your girlfriend's life. And the doctor is already a very important logistics personnel, so let her come to the church and stay with us. Let's see if the leader understands the situation clearly. That's all for now. I will also do my best to protect the safety of the church here, which is a good thing for everyone. He is really the biggest unstable factor in Tianhai City. I hope he doesn't become our enemy. That person is. Why is Li Jian still wearing the clothes of a snow-worshipping priest here? I'm leaving now to avoid suspicion. Kuer, you should sleep with Liang Yu in the car first. After the battle starts, I will escort you into the church. The leader of the snow worship sect will definitely fight to defend the safety there. If we need treatment, we will come to you. Okay, no problem. There are a few more things I want to remind you of. That Yuan Kongye is not an ordinary character. She can help people awaken their abilities, but I am not very confident in her abilities. Do you remember that once she proposes to help you awaken, you must refuse to understand? There is no such thing as a free lunch in this world. All the gifts of fate have already been secretly priced, so you must not be greedy, otherwise you will suffer a big loss sooner or later. I'll remember, just take a look. Are you so worried about me? It's not that I don't trust you, but that I care too much about you. Besides this, I also need you to help me keep an eye on Yuan Kongye. Do you think there's anything wrong with her? Her existence itself is a big problem. Anyway, you should pay more attention to her every move in secret and tell me when the time comes. No problem. Everyone is busy setting up a defense line. The corpses will come over at some point, so you should quickly familiarize yourself with the environment. I've brought all my knowledge with me. We can't afford to lose this battle. Damn it, I hope that old soldier Wu from the border army won't play tricks on us. Let's work hard now. It seems like we don't have a better way than to trust them. That's it. The view from the rooftop near the high ground of the battlefield must be very good. This is the forbidden area of our snow worship sect. Please leave. Have you read too many martial arts novels in the forbidden area? We cannot explain this to you, Mr. Zhang. Please do not make things difficult for us. Be hospitable and do as you please, then I'll just move to another place. Can't you just use the double doors to cross the space and climb up step by step? It's so troublesome. When there is no one in the dark, I will use the double door to move, but this ability cannot be easily exposed. Very good, except for some blind spots in the field of view, the shooting range can basically be covered here. Okay, I'll defend here. You guys stay in this building anyway. We don't have to fight on the front line, we can adapt to the situation. Do you want to tell Zhang Yi what I know and pray that Zhang Yi can take our family away? Son, there's going to be another war here soon. Maybe sometime the zombies will come with us. I'm not going, why don't you all go? Where's Bebe? She looks down on me, doesn't she? It must be like this. The snow worship sect made my son look like this. There's no point in staying any longer. Do you want to try contacting Zhang Yi and the others? Only that building is heavily guarded and not allowed outsiders to approach. There must be something suspicious. This is the secret of the snow worship forbidden area, but what exactly is the purpose of this plant? Does providing food have other functions? This mysterious plant is obviously related to superpowers. It's better not to touch it with your hands. Is this the world tree? This trip is really the right one. Undoubtedly, we have discovered a huge secret of the MANHWA sect. Should we continue to delve deeper or not? Don't miss this opportunity. Very good, there are no abnormalities. Quickly put it away. Is there any big bug inside? Do nothing, do nothing. After finishing, moisten. The second day. The group of corpses suddenly stopped moving either because they retreated or because they sensed our actions and were secretly planning something. Now I have to consider that the wisdom of the Corpse King may be much higher than we imagined. The intelligence displayed by these strange things is too high. If there were humans guiding behind it, I would believe it. If they don't appear, won't it be difficult for us to stay here all the time? It's not that the base is unusually quiet. Although our people have all turned underground, there are also surveillance cameras on the ground, but no group of corpses have been found. Could it be because you killed the Corpse King? This is just the beginning. Perhaps the corpses are still watching, but what we need to do is to patiently wait. It's like fishing. Who is more patient, the angler or the fish? You're familiar with knives here. Can you be responsible for cutting them open? This fruit and its branches and leaves need to be returned to the laboratory to study slowly. The environment here is not very suitable for them to thrive. Let's cut it open first. Maybe things aren't that mysterious. Oh, I see. Inside the abandoned building is a huge mutated plant that should be able to absorb nutrients from corpses and produce this red fruit. We have also seen many snow worshippers eating this red fruit, which is probably the source of their food. That means their forbidden area is actually a living granary. No wonder they are so careful not to allow any outsiders to approach. After returning, analyze the composition of this fruit and its branches and leaves to see if there are any abnormalities. Give me some time, this plant is quite easy to study. I'll make a slice and observe it with a microscope and biological reagents. It's just a corpse that has been drained of nutrients without any abnormalities. As for the fruit it bears, some of its hallucinogenic effects can help the upper echelons of the snow worshippers better control their followers. But no bacteria were found and the high sugar content should be considered a nutrient-rich food. I understand. When I go back, I'll take a portion of the roots and stems. See if those experts in the laboratory can cultivate it. This thing is very useful. 3968. 3,969. 3,970. Hey, another one is missing. Their curiosity is really strong. The next day, the group of corpses is gathering and gathering in this direction. The preliminary estimate is at least 100,000 heads. You need to be prepared. This is a tough battle. You don't need to eliminate the corpse group, just delay for a while and create an opportunity for our investigation team to eliminate the corpse king. According to the character of the border soldier Wu, if he can reduce the number of zombies in order to make everyone bait, then the zombies in the zombie wave may be 200,000, 300,000, or even more. I'm afraid we won't be able to hold on for too long, and then we'll be drowned by the horde of corpses and lose our lives here. If you think defense is too heavy, you can exchange tasks with others or with our investigation team. Let's arrange it this way, Captain Bien. We'll rely entirely on you. There are only 7 members in the investigation team who still need to go underground to fight the zombie king. I'm not stupid, how could I possibly switch with you? Everyone is preparing to face the challenge. Mr. Bien, we now understand that as long as the zombie king is eliminated, the zombie crisis will end. Why don't you apply for support from the Jiangnan region? Do you think the problems in Tianhai City are very serious? Is it not serious? Listening to Zhang Yi, in this era of mutation, looking at Tianhai City in the entire Jiangnan region, encountering zombies besieging the city is just a common occurrence. You should know that strange events are constantly emerging in the entire region, but the number of investigation teams like us is limited. So unless the situation is too serious to control, the region will not send large troops to suppress it. If you have a chance, you can go outside to see the hinterland of the Central Plains, where rivers and lakes, mountains and rivers are famous. I'd rather not. I'm someone who loves home and it's good to stay in Tianhai City. If one day you change your mind, you can contact me. Let's talk about it after we solve the problem with the corpse group. I hope I'm still alive at that time. The tide of corpses has arrived, and the battle has begun. Please make sure to protect her. Don't worry, even if a zombie breaks through the outer defense line, the psychic guarding the door can still hold on for a while. How many can I kill with one shot? The second line of defense, the firewall, has been activated. Roar. Aim at the legs of zombies and hit them. Kill him. Roar. Roar. A copper-armored corpse can easily tear apart Dong Hu. Why did so many come at once? How can we deal with so many copper-armored corpses? Be prepared to fight to the death at any time. The bronze-armored corpse is good, it's perfect for me to test it out. I'll see if I can kill those copper-armored corpses with large-caliber armor-piercing bullets, anti-equipment sniper rifles, and my abilities. Give me a surprise. Sure enough, it succeeded. Do you think if I hide, I won't be able to find it? What a terrifying strength. Fortunately, we are now comrades in arms. Kill. Xingtian Legion. Call. I am not very good at one-on-one, but in the field of ice and snow, I am king. Zero roar. Ah. Rolling. Despite being the simplest defense, it was able to persist for such a long time without being eliminated by the horde of corpses. The existence of the snow worship sect is really puzzling. Isn't the bronze armored corpse claiming to be smarter than ordinary zombies? Why didn't they take precautions even though I killed so many bronze armored corpses? Is their order to kill everyone here? It's already over 10,000, isn't it? How come there's still one? Can there really be millions of heads? I don't know how long they can withstand it. Don't worry, they will definitely fight to the death to survive. As long as we can buy time to solve the underground corpse king, even if they die completely, it doesn't matter. As long as the corpse group does not continue to expand, there is no need to care too much about the lives of a few people. Let's go. It's time for us to take action. See you. Please use your investigative skills to see the situation before we go down. There are also a terrifying number of corpses below, as well as many bronze-armored corpses and white-haired monkeys. It's a trap. These damn beasts actually calculate it. The learning speed of the Corpse King is truly terrifying. What should we do now? Wait, let those people lead more zombies over first. How long until the zombie craze ends? Kill him. God, if you really exist, please bless Zhang Yi and the others to be safe and sound. Only the most devout believers will receive divine protection. Hello, how are you? Are you feeling very distressed and unable to help your man? There are some, right? After all, I am a doctor and can only work in the rear. I cannot go to the battlefield with him. Perhaps you also have the potential to become an alien. Kerr, you have to be careful of those who worship the snow cult. Is that so? This is the first time I've heard someone say that. Your potential is infinite, but you lack the opportunity to become an alien. Yeah, everyone around me can become an alien. Why can't I? Joe Kerr, your man also needs your help. I can make you a stranger. Would you be willing to accept it? Become an alien. Becoming an alien. Don't believe anything that Yuan Kongya says. Thank you, I don't really need it. It's okay, you can slowly consider that the blessings of the gods are an opportunity that not everyone can encounter. 20 minutes later. We can't hold on any longer here. How's it going on over there? We're about to find the Corpse King. If you hold on for a while, we'll have results soon. Finally eliminated all the copper-armored corpses and the others. I'll leave the other zombies to you. Take advantage of the current situation, Uncle Liang Yueyu. God save me. Let's return to the Divine Kingdom. Although it doesn't matter if they die, there can be no chaos in the rear now. We agreed to only hold on for half an hour, but it's already been over 40 minutes. Why are the zombies still attacking? There are also many corpses underground. If you hold on for another 10 minutes, we will quickly clean them up. MD concentrated firepower to protect the people in the church. Snow worshippers in other places can leave as they please. Ah. Save me. It seems like we can procrastinate a little longer. What new variety is this? With such a large quantity, I need to expand the defense range of the double doors. If I can't defeat them, it's not embarrassing to run away. A group of flying copper-armored corpses have appeared in the sky. Please be vigilant. What bronze armor corpse has evolved again? It seems that unless the border troops successfully kill the Corpse King, this place will eventually become a human purgatory. Everyone, please listen carefully. Everyone, retreat and be prepared to retreat at any time. We need to hurry up and bring Jokur out now. Kur. Fortunately, there are experts in the church. Kur should be safe for now. The master hidden in the snow worship sect is her. Kur. It's okay, I'm here. He was able to appear in the sky out of thin air. Could it be that his abilities are related to space? Is Zhang Yi unable to hold on? Don't be afraid to come with me. Master, save us. Ah. This is how you use your spatial abilities. Hua Hua didn't eat their heads. It seems that they are not mutated organisms, but artificially modified. Zhang Yi, what should we do? You are ready. I will take you away immediately when the defense line falls. Boss, I can't hold on anymore. Come and save me. Hua Hua, go and bring back Fatsu. Hua Hua, you're here. Well, the zombies are retreating. The border troops have found the Corpse King. The ebb tide of the zombies is to go back and save the Corpse King. Ha 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 ha, I'm still alive. God, thank you. You guys take a break. The wounded come to me to collect supplies. I hope they won't wake up from dreaming of corpses in their dreams in the future. It's finally over. It's said that there are less than 500 members of the Snow Worship Church left, and the casualties of other Allied soldiers are also around 80%. It's not easy that we're still alive. Fortunately, we did not suffer any casualties. Zhang Yi, are you injured? Let me take a look for you. I'm all right. You okay? Don't worry. Can I go and show them the injuries? Caution. Woo-woo, I'm still alive. Please be careful not to lift heavy objects recently to prevent the wound from cracking. Thank you. You're welcome. Go get the supplies. They are all great warriors who need your care. It was clearly me who took those neighbors to join the snow cult, and as a result, most of them. It's not your fault. Living in such an era, we can only survive day by day. They're back. The Corpse King has killed everyone. All 5 Corpse Kings killed their bodies in the car. This is food made by aliens can help people restore their abilities, physical strength, and mental state, which is very useful. It seems that you have a humanoid companion with strong assistive functions. A few days later, the zombies in Tianhai City were temporarily eliminated, and all forces in the Tianhai City Alliance except for Zhang Yi's were almost wiped out. Zhang Yi and his faction have become key targets of attraction due to their mutual understanding among different forces. What's up? Although we had some unpleasantness in the past, after this joint battle, we have become friends. If there is anything I need, please feel free to speak up. You are really strong to lead a powerful force as a woman. Did you previously work in the military or police system? I work as a police superintendent in the criminal investigation team of Tianhai City Police Station. One of the boys. Then don't you have access to the information of each and every one of us? Only before the end of the world. I have to take a step ahead. I don't know if she can help me search for information about the Baishua sect. Oh, brother. Sorry, this is. It's okay, I just wanted to ask if you're interested in going out to sea. I'll take you overseas to see what the wider world looks like. See? Forget it, forget it. It's more practical for you to give me some sea goods. Ha ha ha, this is easy to handle. Next time we go out to sea, we'll bring you the freshest frozen seafood. With so many deaths this time, you still have to go out to sea. Many of the combatants have died, but fortunately, I have kept some of the staff on board so that we can set sail with them. Stop talking, if you are interested, you can come to me. I'll arrange the preparations for going out first. Wei Dinghai, Xiao Honglian, and Zhang Yixian, who used to worship Shuejiao, all wanted to win me over. I don't know if it's a blessing or a curse. Kerr, you get in the car and wait for me. The others will help us stand up. Understand? Humph. I actually had a day to stand guard for them. It's understandable that young people have strong firepower. Kerr, I have something very important to ask you. What's the problem? Did you observe anything wrong with Yuan Kongye in the church? There's nothing wrong. What's wrong? Yuan Kongye only has 2 external abilities, blessings and gifts, all of which are auxiliary abilities. But on the night when the zombie horde hit, there was an ice attribute attack ability expert in the church who flew the invading zombies out. I suspect that person is Yuan Kongye. Can you recall that there really wasn't anything unusual about Yuan Kongye, especially how she fought that night? During those days, she spent most of her time praying. If there's anything special about it, there's really one place where she said she could help me awaken my superpowers. Did you agree? Although I really wanted to be an alien, didn't you warn me to stay away from the snow cult? I refused. No matter what, be attentive, be treacherous, or steal. Yuan Kongye cannot be so kind as to help people awaken their abilities and even give me Ice Soul. What's her purpose for doing this? Kerr, please explain everything about her in detail without any omissions. After I rejected her, she didn't force me. She just told me that if I still want to awaken my powers, I should go find her. Later on, it was 2 monsters that stormed into the church. Yuan Kongye only raised his hand lightly and the monster froze. With one more wave of his hand, the monster flew straight out. The ice and snow type ability that can instantly freeze 2 powerful copper armor flying corpses requires fast reaction speed and strong physical strength. This is a manifestation of the enhancement type alien. Isn't it said that she possesses at least 4 different abilities? How could she awaken so many superpowers? People with psychic potential can awaken their abilities after using Ice Soul. Is there any connection between the empty shell aliens without origins that I saw while cleaning the battlefield? If Yuan Kongye's ability is Death Return, the ability of the alien implanted with the Ice Soul awakening ability will directly return to Yuan Kongye's body after death, then she can have countless abilities. Yuan Kongye wouldn't incite zombie chaos just to enhance his abilities, would he? No, the zombie horde broke out, and the one who died the most was the Snow Worship sect member, Yuan Kongye. He wouldn't be foolish enough to destroy the foundation of his own sect. I really can't figure it out. Zhang Yi, what's wrong with you? I'm all right. All of this is just my speculation. I can't startle the snake yet. I need to get evidence. I really expect it. I overthinked it. If Yuan Kongye is really the mastermind behind the scenes, why hasn't she acted recently? And looking at her, she doesn't seem to be able to control the zombie tide. TSK, the online search is a bit messy now. We need to investigate further. Cough, 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 cough. Could it be that Yuan Kongye was afraid of the people in the Jiangnan region, so he didn't take action? Blindly pondering what should be known will always be known. This is the new member that the boss is looking for. It doesn't look like much, but the sniper rifle is used well. Is Captain Bien's health okay? This is a bone marrow disease. It looks like it won't last for a few days anymore. Boss, let's hurry back to Blizzard City. You go back for treatment, maybe it can stop the injury from worsening. I am aware of my body. After we make sure there is no Corpse King in Tianhai City, we will go back. Do you and your friends around you want to go back with us? Tianhai City is my hometown, and once I get used to it, it's hard to leave. Maybe I'll go to Blizzard City to find you in the future. Just think it through carefully. Do you really think anyone can go to Blizzard City if they want to? Take good care of your health. Goodbye. I heard that you are very talented, Zhang. Do you want to spar? It seems that he won't stop this meaningless sparring. Brother, my ability is to shoot cold guns and move supplies. You are the elite of Blizzard City. It's a bit bullying for you to fight with me, right? I'll just give up, okay? How can you give up if you haven't even fought? You're at least the leader of the Tianhai City faction, so you don't want face. What, boss? I'm just joining a group with friends to keep warm. I have something else to talk about. Boss, this person is too cowardly. Are you planning to let him join us? Let's see where he fits from head to toe. I only trust him because he's different from you. If every member of the investigation team is like you, that would be terrible. Bian Junwoo is about to leave soon. Xiao Honglian may also be approaching soon. We need to hurry over and inquire about information retrieval. Yanqing Base. Captain Xiao, there are guests here. Why did you come to see me when you had time just finished the matter? Let's go for a walk together. I warn you not to hit me with attention. You're overthinking. I have something I want to ask for your help with. There are many people here and it's hard to say for sure. Okay, then you can lead the way. Can we talk now? I want you to help me look up some information. Whose? Information on the two major bases of Qingpu Chaoyu, as well as the leaders and their deputies of the Snow Worship sect. You still don't trust them. I have always adhered to the principle of being prepared and not afraid. It's not impossible for those people's information to be given to you, it's just that you exchange something for it. What do you want, food, energy, or weapons? So many people have died so far, and Tianhai City has enough resources to distribute these things. I no longer lack them. If you insist on those documents, just exchange them for a promise. What promise? If one day we encounter danger, I hope you can help us once. OMG, it's already the end of the world. Do you still believe in this promise? Since you trust me so much, I accept this exchange. The information is in our base's server and will be sent to you after I return. When are you planning to go back? Tomorrow, how about you guys? We're almost there too. Banquet Hall. Nowadays, the Sea Angel is in a state of disrepair, and our Yangqing base has suffered heavy losses. Many things have to be restarted. We need to go back and arrange it quickly. I also need to arrange for my subordinates to go on a maritime trip. It seems that everyone is leaving now. After this battle, we suffered heavy losses in Tianhai City, and our combat capabilities were also depleted. Therefore, I have decided to contribute my modest efforts. Due to the limited quantity of ice souls, I can only give 2 to each family. If you encounter someone with talent, you can use them for them. If there is no target candidate, it can be used by current mutants to stimulate their human potential and make them stronger. If Yuan Kongya's ability is to return to death, then her ice spirit is to take action against everyone. Initially, Zhou Kuer's refusal of the ice soul offered by Yuan Kongya meant that whether to use the ice soul was up to the recipient rather than Yuan Kongya himself. Stabilize me, I can't let Yuan Kongya discover any abnormalities. Thank you very much, former leader. We owe you a favor this time. If you need it in the future, please let us know. In the future, we may become a whole and coexist with each other, supporting each other as it should be. 3 ice souls are perfect for Kershinshin to use, but it's hard to say to what extent their abilities can reach their maximum limit. As for them, it's better not to remind them that they will be betrayed by them in 10,000 minutes. Don't forget what we agreed upon when you go back. Don't worry, I'll send it to you as soon as I go back. After all, I really hope to receive your assistance. Then let's make an agreement. Where are you going? Your base is also starting to lose unity. Don't talk nonsense. Let's take a look first. Lele, please stop. I have found a better home and hope you can understand that we are no longer suitable now. You can't leave me. We agreed to spend a lifetime together. Have you forgotten? I have found someone who is more suitable for me. He is stronger than you, can protect me, and provide me with abundant resources. If you were me, how would you choose? Baby, I love you. Can he love you more than me? To be honest, I approached you because your father is a church priest, and I may have had feelings for you before. But now it's too unrealistic to talk about love or anything like that in this situation. Okay, it's almost time for us to leave. Goodbye should also be over, right? Sorry for taking up your time, brother. Let's go. Baby, don't leave me. If you dare to leave, I will die to show you. Lee Kale, are you finished or not? You've become a eunuch now and you're still fantasizing about that kind of dream. Is it already cold enough to freeze there today? I'm sorry. This child doesn't seem to have been beaten before, so childish. This is also a good thing for him. How can he grow without experiencing pain? I'm waiting for you to send me a message. Goodbye again. Poor parents' hearts in the world. A few days later. I received the file. How's it going with you guys? We have already started the official remake. I won't talk to you for now. It's time to go back to the shelter and find Lou. He and his team can analyze this information together. Before that, I have to persuade the border troops to stay longer and intimidate Yuan Kongye. Captain Bien, can we have a private chat? Did you change your mind and come with us? It's not about this matter. I still have some concerns and I want to talk to you about it. Boss. Okay, let's go over there. There's no one else here. Do you have anything you want to say? You can say it now. Captain Bien, I hope you can stay in Tianhai City for a while longer. I always feel that this mission ended too easily. We assumed from the beginning that the Corpse King had a high intelligence, so how could they not realize that we were luring them to launch a zombie craze? We have considered the issue you mentioned, but mutated corpses are ultimately not human, and their intelligence is limited. And since that war until now, no mass movements of corpses have been found. Have you seen any more advanced creatures besides the Corpse King? You can say whatever you want to express directly. I suspect that there may be a mastermind behind the zombie craze, and the killed Corpse Kings may just be puppets. Or perhaps even more terrifying is that the so-called Corpse King corpse tide has been resolved, and it's just a show for you to show to the Jiangnan region. This war may seem very difficult for us to win, but in my opinion, it was too smooth. All actions are like Corpse Tide intentionally cooperating with us. Don't you feel strange? Is there any basis for what you're saying? I need evidence. I don't have conclusive evidence yet, but these doubts really exist. You are very cautious. This attitude is very good. Being cautious may make you tired, but it is definitely not easy to die. But you don't have to worry about the problems in Tianhai City. For the Jiangnan region, it's just a small fuss. No matter how big the commotion gets, if we say we can suppress it for him. I understand now. If I discover any situation, I will let you know as soon as possible. You won't ignore me then, will you? We will take action once there is a sufficiently high level of threat in all areas under the jurisdiction of the southern region. Of course, if you're still worried, why don't you come back with us? There's no safer place than Blizzard City. Let's talk about it. I need to take our team back first. I'll send it to you. That's a great relationship. Thank you. Wait. What are you? My son, my son. This is. His son had an accident yesterday. He went to look for him, but probably couldn't find him. I wish you a happy voyage. I wish you a happy voyage. It seems like we'll have to stay a little longer. I hope I won't come again. 28 days ago, our family of 3, along with our neighbors, were brought to the Snow Worship Church by Dafa. After Yuan Konya found out about my abilities, he took me to see Casa. At first, I thought the food of the Shinshu sect was watered with blood, but the fruit of the blood vine would make people feel dizzy and hallucinogenic. What is it? It's nothing. The close-fitting clothes I changed out. The Snow Worship Church seems even more unbearable than I guessed. Xinshin, Zhang and the others will be back soon. Don't just lie down and watch. Good. When can I go fight zombies with my brother and the others? They're back. What? Brother, are you okay? Xinshin is so worried about you. Big brother, you guys are adventuring outside, but we can only stay at home and can't be of any help. I'm really sorry. Everyone just does their own job, don't blame yourself. Besides, with your big brother around, what else is there to be in danger? It's time for dinner, everyone has something to say at the table. Did anything happen around the shelter during our absence from home? Quiet and terrifying, nothing happened. That's good. Are you all okay outside? Our team didn't encounter any danger, but other teams did. Many teams have less than 1% surviving. Now Tianhai City doesn't know how many living people there are, maybe we are already the last survivors. Don't be so sad. Our people are still alive, which is the best outcome. Let's toast and celebrate our phased victory. You should have been continuing to research and make paranormal foods recently, right? I do it every day. After all, you're fighting on the front line, and we can't just sit idle in the rear. I've put all those foods in the fridge. This fat guy can really drink. He drank 2 bottles of red wine alone. This is a typical crazy enjoyment after being scared. After all, it almost came back with no life. I'm done eating, Xinshin. After you finish eating, come directly to the control room and find me. Good. Control room. Here, let me show you some information. Take a look at this. Yuan Konya, 20 years old, is of mixed race and was born in Nara Prefecture, Nian Province. His father's name is Yuan Suiyun and his mother's name is my wife Jiamizi. Both of them are loyal followers of a sect called Shinrikyo in Nian Province. This is. I suspect that the leader of the Snow Worship sect, Yuan Konya, possesses the ability of death returns. After consuming the ice of the Baishu sect, those who awaken and enhance their abilities will have their abilities returned to the original Konya's body. And the corpse-tide uprising may be a means for Yuan Konya to seize superpowers, but there is currently no evidence to confirm my hypothesis. So I want to investigate this matter thoroughly, otherwise I will be restless. Understood. Let's continue watching. When Yuan Konya was 3 years old, he followed his parents to Tianhai City in China and lived at number 256 Jinling Street, Changlan District. In the same year, Yuan Suiyun and my wife Jiamizi established a branch of Shinrikyo in Tianhai City. Yuan Suiyun was appointed as the leader of the Shinrikyo religion, and my wife Jiamizi was appointed as the high priest. In order to recruit followers, Yuan Suiyun and his wife falsely claimed that their daughter Yuan Kongya possessed divine power and designated her as a holy woman of the Shinrikyo Church. The deaths of Yuan Suiyun and his wife made a large number of Shinrikyo believers discover that they had been deceived and that Yuan Kongya, who had no divine power, had been pierced by the congregation and became the target of spreading anger among the congregation. In 2046, the police in Tianhai City received a report and rescued as many as 136 people involved in the case of Yuan Kongya. Yuan Kongya, who was rescued, disappeared as if he had vanished from the human world. After the end of the world, Yuan Kongya appeared as the leader of the snow worship sect and expanded his power through the deceptive methods he learned from divine teachings. Make Baishua's sect one of the largest organizations in Tianhai City. He's a poor person. Can she still become a savior in the apocalypse after experiencing all of this? It's already not easy to maintain a normal state of mind after experiencing this kind of thing. If it were me, I would only think about how to destroy the whole world or make the world the way I want it to be. I have a general understanding of some things. In this zombie crisis, everyone believed that the loss of the Snow Worship Church was the heaviest, with nearly 10,000 followers lost. But now the deaths of those believers are probably intentional by Yuan Kongya to cover up his conspiracy. Brother, do you have any evidence to prove this? There used to be no such thing, but now there is. What? Do you remember when I said I suspected that the ability possessed by Yuan Kongya was Death Returns? I have seen in the Zombie Tide War that Harakagaya displayed his supernatural abilities and blessed him with superhuman physical abilities and the ice and snow abilities that I am particularly familiar with. If it were her own awakened ability, she wouldn't have to hide it until the day of the battle with Corpse Tide before exposing it. That means the origin of those abilities is unknown, which confirms what I said about those who have eaten Ice Soul. After death, the abilities will return to the original Sky Knight. If analyzed in this way, it is impossible to predict how strong Yuan Kongya's strength will be. Every ability has its weaknesses, but having multiple abilities at the same time is almost an unbeatable existence. That's why she's willing to let the wars in Tianhai City continue. Only when those who ate Ice Soul die can Yuan Kongya become stronger. Whether they are followers of the Snow Cult or not, as long as they have eaten Ice Soul, their death is a good thing for Yuan Kongya. That's true, but it's difficult to handle without direct evidence. She used the tide of corpses to damage most of the combat power of our 4 families, and before leaving, she gave us the Ice Soul as a gift. This means she's going to take action against us. The only thing that Yuan Kongya fears now is the Jiangnan region. I'm afraid that once the border troops and martial arts leave, the Snow Cult will take action. This may serve as evidence. This is. Before I left, Li Jian secretly slipped it into my hand. If it weren't for his son's death, I don't think his personality would have taken the risk of telling me these things. Bloodvine has a hallucinogenic effect, and some of its roots and stems seem to harbor strange creatures resembling zombies. The underage boy who joins the Snow Worship sect needs to undergo a purification ceremony, and Yuan Kongya personally performs manual castration. Yuan Kongya personally strangled a goddess father to death. My son died, and as a father, I have no ability to help him seek revenge. If there is a suitable opportunity one day, these materials will be helpful to you. If that's the case, then I can also understand everything she did. Li Jian is a priest of the Snow Worship Church. The things he wrote and the problems I discovered can basically conclude that there are significant issues between Yuan Kongya and the Snow Worship Church. Ice Soul is a huge conspiracy, and even the zombie crisis may be related to her. If she is really allowed to continue developing, I'm afraid the whole of China and even the whole world will be taken in by her. Even if we poke her, she will be bitten back. After all, everyone has been deceived by her since the beginning, especially most of the members of the Snow Worship Church who have been brainwashed to be willing to die for her. We need to find a way to deal with her quickly. We alone are not enough. We need to let other forces in Tianhai City know about Yuan Kongya's conspiracy. The most important thing is, we need the support of the Jiangnan region. Even if we join forces, we may not necessarily be a match for Yuan Kongya in the face of heavy losses to all forces in Tianhai City. That's right, but for the Jiangnan region, even if Yuan Kongya calculated everyone, it had nothing to do with them. The existence of the Jiangnan region is to maintain stability, not to uphold justice. They have no reason to take action and may even recruit Yuan Kongya for their use. What if the Jiangnan region really supports Yuan Kongya? What should we do? Do I have to accept the proposal of the border troops to take my people to the Jiangnan region and give up the shelter I have been running for a long time? No, I can't. I need to exchange labor for residency in the Jiangnan region, where I feel quite at ease in the shelter. I'm going to die due to overdrawn abilities. If I don't go, I'll be killed by Yuan Kongya. How can I choose? All the hustle and bustle in the world is for profit, and all the bustle in the world is for profit. As long as we capture their core interests, we are not afraid that the Jiangnan region will not cooperate with us. What is Zhang Yi's biggest concern in the Jiangnan region now? Someone is shaking their ruling position. Then let them know who created the corpse tide. I was thinking, isn't there no evidence? The blood vine branch and leaves I stole have already been tested for zombie virus by Zhou Kuer. Brother, there's no evidence, it's okay. Just make the people in the Jiangnan region suspect Yuan Kongya. Anyone who suspects the Jiangnan region must investigate Yuan Kongya. If she resists, it means she has a problem. If she doesn't resist, the problem will eventually be discovered. Are you saying that exaggerating the threat of Yuan Kongya makes it impossible for the Jiangnan region to let her go? That's right, that's what it means. And if the border army Wu finds out that Yuan Kongya has multiple superpowers on her, would the Jiangnan region be interested in her? That's right, as long as it attracts the attention of Jiangnan region, as long as Jiangnan region takes her away to investigate Tianhai City, it will be safe. The idea is good, we need to plan carefully. Making decisions by tapping our heads is too risky. Brother, we still have some personal information that we haven't read yet. Is he important? Since we came into contact with the Snow Worship sect, Zhang Yixian has been like a puppet of Yuan Kongya. Everything is done by Zhang Yixian. Yuan Kongya is only responsible for controlling him from behind. But we need to determine if this is a conspiracy by Yuan Kongya alone or if the entire Snow Worship sect knows about it. If it's the former, we still have a chance to persuade the followers of the Snow Worship sect. If it's the latter, we need to seize the opportunity to face a multitude of treacherous and alien sects. Half of the casualties in the Baishua sect are non-existent, not a single alien has died, and many more have died. If the Baishua sect members knew the truth, they would be too skilled at acting. So I guess only a few people know about it. Perhaps there is an answer here. Zhang Yixian was born into a middle-class family in Tianhai City. At the age of 8, she became neighbors with Yuan Kongya. During the time when Yuan Kongya disappeared, Zhang Yixian also left Tianhai City. It seems that Zhang Yixian should know all of Yuan Kongya's plans, and it can even be said that this plan was conspired and planned by the two of them. Those followers are just the nourishment that Yuan Kongya cultivated for himself. How many superpowers did she absorb? No, we need to think carefully about how to avoid being purged by the snow worshippers. Oh, it's so comfortable. If I really want to leave Tianhai City, I must take you away. Ah, why can't I leave now? It's hard for me to feel at ease if Yuan Kongya doesn't take care of me for a day. What is the connection between the snow worship cult and the ice soul blood vine that I never thought of? If Yuan Kongya can really control zombies, why do copper-armored flying corpses still attack churches? If Yuan Kongya cannot control the zombies, who is cooperating with Yuan Kongya? If Bloodvine can really breed zombies, why isn't there a zombie virus inside? Bloodvine. I remember it was only over 100 meters high. Did I remember correctly? This is. I see. I actually forgot that zombies at the roots of the bloodvine have always lived underground, and they are better adapted to dark and humid environments. Li Jian, it turns out he's the key. I understand everything now. The outbreak of the zombie crisis occurred 21 days ago when the 5 major forces in Tianhai City were attacked by zombies at the same time. Li Jian was taken to the snow worship sect a month ago. That is to say, the reason why there were no zombies in Tianhai City before was because the power of Bloodvine to create zombies was too weak, and they died in the ice and snow before the zombies could attack. After joining the snow worship sect, Li Jian devoted his strength to blessing Bloodvine and gave birth to a large number of mature mother bodies, the Corpse King, in a short period of time. Yuan Kongya can only control Bloodvine and cannot directly command the Corpse Group, while the Corpse King has low intelligence and can only accept simple commands, so the copper-armored flying corpse attacked Yuan Kongya. As for why I didn't get any intelligence from Bloodvine, they probably hid the key evidence before we went to the snow worship sect, then intentionally leaving a loophole for us to investigate Bloodvine in order to dispel our suspicion. Finally, all the logic has been sorted out. This should be the truth. As long as we understand the root of everything, we can find ways to deal with it. Yuan Kongya's manipulation of the corpse tide to besiege the safe zone of Tianhai City is definitely not to strangle his weapon. It should be to play a scene for the investigation team in Jiangnan region where the zombie crisis in Tianhai City has been resolved. Yuan Kongya may have to wait for the members of the investigation team to leave before directly attacking others. She must have kept a considerable number of corpses. Even if we stabilize the border troops and prevent them from leaving Tianhai City, Yuan Kongya has absorbed the abilities of so many people. Even if we expose her face, who can kill her? Besides, based on the physical condition of the border soldier Wu, even if he can fight against Yuan Kongya, would he agree to overdraw his life? Why do you think more and more about problems? Brother, can I come in? Enter. Brother, I have something that I want to talk to you about. Take a look at this first. This is what I deduced by comparing Li Jian's words with the problems that occurred with Bloodvine is probably correct in 9 out of 10 cases. Do you have any plans? I have some ideas at the moment. Can you listen and see if there are any issues? Good. Baishu sect. You gather those tents, sleeping bags, and other supplies, and others continue to move the bodies. Yes. Don't worry, everything is going relatively smoothly, isn't it? There is no one in Tianhai City who can stop our footsteps. There are tens of thousands of dead believers. No one would doubt us, and even pity us. Now we just need to wait for the investigation team to leave. I have one more thing to worry about. Isn't our arrangement perfect? What are you worried about? That night, someone saw me using someone else's ability. Are you referring to the woman brought over by Zhang Yi? This is the problem I have been worried about. I don't know if it will become a hidden danger. Don't worry, who rules that one person cannot possess multiple abilities? Besides, our snow cult has the highest number of casualties in battles, and no one will suspect us. Even if some people doubt it, at most they will only discover the secret of Bingpa, and the Jiangnan region will not care about the other few, haha. Nowadays, if they knew the secret of Ice Soul, it would be of no use to them. What I'm saying is that in the face of absolute strength, everything else doesn't matter. As soon as the members of the investigation team leave, we should also take action. The most delicious food must be tasted at the end. As long as I can obtain the ability of the leaders of each family, my power will reach an unimaginable height. I will become the god of the new world. If we start searching for the hidden traces of zombies tomorrow and use the existence of zombie groups to confirm your hypothesis, maybe the Jiangnan region will be more concerned. We need to complete the search for the zombie horde without telling anyone about these speculations. It's true that we can't let others know, otherwise it will cause unnecessary panic, but in that case, do you want to do this alone? Until now, only I can do this. Brother, please feel free to contact me if you need anything. No problem. The second day. What are you doing out there? Do you want us to accompany you? I'm just going to clean up the scattered zombies around and practice the swordsmanship taught by Liang Yu. Then I can accompany you and guide you. We can't just let the two of you go to clean up zombies as one of us. Even we are here to help. Just some scattered ordinary zombies, I can do it alone. Okay, then let's split up and move around the shelter, everyone clearing an area. Sure. No problem. Okay. You guys go change clothes first, I'll go first. Hua Hua, come with me. This place is still more than 10 kilometers away from the headquarters of the Snow Worship sect. We'll go to the subway later to see if there are any zombies. Please use your sense of smell to take me to find the zombies. Meow, good. Really? It doesn't make sense. There must be a large group of zombies with strong combat power here. Could it be that I found the wrong location and looked elsewhere? Have you already run this far? So it's hidden here. The Aoshan area, which has been forgotten by all forces due to a lack of resources, where Yuan Kongye hid a group of corpses, is really a chicken thief. How can I not disturb the Corpse King and prevent Yuan Kongye from discovering that I have found this place? Got it. Fortunately, I had Lu Hongmei help me make a mechanical mouse in advance. Not bad. Okay, it's up to you now. Go ahead, mechanical mouse. I shouldn't have run the entire Tianhai City. Am I really overthinking it? It's impossible. Yuan Kongye has no reason to give up such a big trump card. Looking again will definitely yield results. 2 hours later. I think there should be at least 300,000 zombies here, right? The death toll in Tianhai City is close to 20 million. If given enough time, she will definitely turn all the bodies of these 20 million people into zombies. No, I have to go back quickly and tell this news to the border troops. If we don't take the mechanical mouse away, maybe we can use its perspective to prove the existence of the zombie horde. We need to hide it well and not let Yuan Kongye and his team discover it. Although it confirmed my guess, I really can't be happy at all. The real challenge is still ahead. Boss, we've done almost all the finishing work these days and have confirmed that there are no remaining traces of the Corpse King. The zombie crisis in Tianhai City should have ended by now. Can we go back to Blizzard City and rest for a while? At present, there seems to be no major problem. It's strange to think that the task in Tianhai City has been completed so smoothly, but even if we stay, we can't find any doubts. We can't stay in Tianhai City forever. Let's go back and restore our order first. If there are any changes in the future, we can contact Zhang Yi and the others. After completing this mission, not only can you take a break for a while, but you can also receive a reward from headquarters. Long live. It's just a pity that Zhang Yi and Yuan Kongye didn't come back with us. Oh, Deputy, are you looking forward to them? There are several mutants in Tianhai City that I think are good. Among them, the abilities of Zhang Yi and Yuan Kongye are the most interesting to me. Indeed, it is rare for individuals with trait-based abilities to reach the Delta level. Zhang Yi's ability is very important regardless of which team he belongs to. And Yuan Kongye's abilities are at the strategic level. As for Xiao Hong, the training of Xing Tian, Wei Dinghai, and a few others, their abilities tend to be combat-oriented, which is not scarce in Blizzard City. Let's discuss this matter slowly later. Zhang Yi's abilities are indeed scarce, but if he doesn't want to go to Blizzard City, I won't force him. If Yuan Kongye's ability can really mass-produce mutants, then it won't be up to her whether she wants to go to Blizzard City or not. Is that the phone number from headquarters, boss? It's not Zhang Yi's phone number. This guy doesn't fight either early or late, but he just came to fight when we were about to leave. It's just a matter of finding fault. Hello, I am Bien Junwoo. Captain Bien, this is Zhang Yi. Have you left Tianhai City? Soon. Captain Bien, I found a group of corpses in Aoshan District with a scale of at least 100,000. Parking. How did you discover that the information is reliable? I have always suspected that the zombie crisis has not been completely resolved, so after returning to the shelter, I have been actively investigating various subways until I find their existence. In my calculation with Yang Xinxin, Junwoo will definitely stay after listening to what I say. With the help of their team and the deterrence of the Jiangnan region, it is possible to eliminate Yuan Kongye. Where are you now? I'm home. Okay, I'll go find you now. Hua Hua has returned home. Turn around and go to Zhang Yi's shelter. Boss, why did you go find Zhang Yi? The zombies may not have been completely disposed of. We can't just leave like this. Show it to the boss quickly. Don't show this expression. I don't regret having the ability to use it. After all, if it weren't for the ability, how could we have escaped death time and time again? The gift given by heaven is marked with a price and secret. It is important for you to maintain absolute rationality. Sanctuary. Zhang Yi, if what you discovered is not worth a run, I will make you regret calling us over. I'll show you something. When I first saw them, I was also startled. Their number is too large, and without your help, Tianhai City would not be able to solve them. So I can only shamelessly ask everyone to stay. How many people know about this matter? Only me and one of my team's advisors know that most of my team members and other forces are unaware of this matter. Are you suspecting that there are humans manipulating this matter behind it? I can't say for sure. This matter is significant and I can't make up my mind. So, I have to ask everyone to teach me how to do it. If even you don't know what to do, I'll have to leave this ominous land with my people. Does Blizzard City offer food and accommodation? Do you have any other materials besides these images? No, this time it's really gone. I'm not a professional investigator either. I can see that a lot of luck has already been used for these. I understand this matter and we will find a way to handle it, but you will also need to contribute when the time comes. Our team is doing well. Other forces suffered losses of over 80% in the last siege of the Corpse Horde. Can they still cope with such a large-scale attack now? This is your own home, and you must contribute your efforts. Okay, I understand now. Then we'll leave first. Don't you want to eat before leaving? My house is quite big, you can stay here and rest. No need, we don't have the habit of resting at other people's homes. Okay, if you need anything, feel free to give orders. Forgive me for concealing the true number of zombies. I'm also afraid that you might back out and harm my plan. Don't blame me, I just want to live well. Who is the person controlling the corpse group, the leader of various forces, or the person hiding and never appearing? Or maybe Zhang Yi was shouting "Stop thief" at the thief. Boss, should we go with the local forces in Tianhai City to investigate the place mentioned by Zhang Yi? No, we can't figure out why those zombies were hidden in such a distant subway station. Is it human-made or a natural disaster? Before that, all forces were within our suspicion. Is anyone keeping a zombie named Zhang Yi? I think he's the most suspicious. It's probably not that Zhang Yi doesn't have a reason to do this. He doesn't lack supplies, and his companions around him are still alive, let alone he voluntarily provided zombie intelligence. Is there anyone else besides him? Other forces in Tianhai City have suffered heavy losses, and no one would intentionally trigger a zombie wave to consume their own strength, right? Could it be some unknown force? Let's go to Aoshan District and take a look, we'll know. The members of the investigation team have already gone to Aoshan District. The hidden zombies will inevitably be awakened by Yuan Kongye, which means that the real zombie battle in Tianhai City is not far away. Xiao AI, please help me notify everyone in the shelter to gather in the living room. Okay, received. Please gather everyone in the shelter immediately in the living room. Should we proceed to the next step? What's wrong with Zhang Yi? What happened again? Have you made any new discoveries? After my investigation, I found that the zombie siege this time was not a natural disaster but a man-made one. The hidden conspiracy behind this is to involve everyone in the entire Tianhai City. From the moment I learned that Yuan Kongye had more than one ability, I noticed that after the zombie siege, many corpses were empty shells without any ability fluctuations, much like being absorbed by someone after death. This is the large number of zombies I found in a very hidden place in Aoshan District. If Yuan Kongye possesses the ability of death backtracking, he can absorb the abilities obtained or enhanced through the Ice Soul after the death of an alien. So it's highly likely that these zombies were raised by Yuan Kongye. Then doesn't she have to kill me? You don't have to worry for now. If things turn out as we expected, Yuan Kongye's conspiracy won't succeed. If it's true as you said, Yuan Kongye now possesses at least a dozen, dozens, or even hundreds of alien abilities. Who can deal with her? Have. Who? Border Military Force. Indeed, the pupils of the border troops have become so powerful that they can instantly destroy everything their eyes see. If it weren't for the significant side effects, the ability rating of the Border Army Martial Arts would definitely reach the level of Epsilon. I'm telling you these things to prepare you for evacuation at any time. The supplies in my alternate space are sufficient for our team to survive safely anywhere. Are our enemies zombies or snow worshippers? No matter who it is, as long as the border army fails, the Jiangnan region will never leave the opportunity for Yuan Kongye to surround and kill us. At that time, the death of love will strike indiscriminately and instantly destroy the entire Tianhai City. Everyone, go prepare. I hope this plan can proceed smoothly. Let it lead the way for the border troops. Xiao Yu, use your aerial photography ability to explore the situation inside the tunnel. Boss, currently safe and there are no zombies. Let's go down. Is it certain that the zombie with the surname Zhang was found here? It should be, but this place is frighteningly clean. Okay, many zombies. How about Xiao Yu? The number of zombies here is very terrifying, at least tens of thousands. Dealing with tens of thousands of heads can be quite troublesome. It's better to seek help from the Jiangnan region to attack this coordinate with missiles. Go. Not good, it's a zombie craze. Retreat to the ground. Die for me. Something's wrong. Why are the movements of these zombies different from before? Previously, it was supposed to be a scene for us, intentionally leaving us with the 6 corpse kings to kill before we could leave. Bastards, since you don't go back to the depth of the tunnel, let me send you back to go home. You protect the boss. They go first, behind my hall. Come on, trash. Get in the car quickly. Drive a car. Stay seated. Drive faster. I can't get any faster. I've pressed the accelerator all the way down. Dive for me. Look out. Damn it, it's been too late lately. Annihilation. Power generation. Boss, I don't know. Running away like this is not a solution. We have to request rescue now. Go to the nearest shelter first, and then notify all forces in Tianhai City to send someone to assist. We are about to arrive at the Yanqing shelter. Okay, please notify other families to send someone to the Yanqing shelter to assist immediately. Yes. I don't know what Zhang Yi found out from his investigation. I really don't know why he wants to look at the information of Yuan Kongye and Zhang Yixin. The zombie horde is coming. We will take refuge at your place immediately. Please prepare yourself. The zombies have already been solved, haven't they? Why did they suddenly come again? You still have to come to us for refuge. There's no time to explain. Let's talk when we get there. Hello. What's going on here? Enter. Boss, production has already resumed at the base. What are the next arrangements? Immediately notify everyone to return to the shelter. A massive body mass is about to arrive, and urge them to hide quickly. Sanctuary. Zhang Yi, we need your help now. All other teams have agreed to resist the body tide, and everyone is heading to the Yanqing shelter. We're coming over soon too. The border troops cannot die in the tide of corpses. I also need to use the abilities of the border troops to eliminate Yuan Kongye together. We're with you. Don't worry too much, all of you follow me. If the situation doesn't go right, I'll use the two-dimensional gates to quickly take you back to the shelter. Alright, you guys go change into combat uniforms. I'll tell Kurer and the others again. I'll go with you guys too. Don't be afraid when you and Yang Xinshin are at home. Pack up your most important things and put them in the living room. If there is an accident on the battlefield, don't be afraid. We will come back as soon as possible to take you away from your belongings. Don't bring more than one package per person, remember. After you leave, I'll go talk to them. Brother, don't forget that this is our only chance. I see. We're done. We're leaving. Remember to prepare everything and wait for us in the living room. Good. I hope everything can end safely. Something happened. The incident in Aoshan District was discovered by the investigation team of Jiangnan Region. Jiangnan Region, haven't they already left Tianhai City? Why did they appear in the whole mountain? I'm not sure if, logically speaking, even if they want to search, they will focus on the 5 major forces and search the surrounding areas. After all, these places are the most densely populated. At first, we chose Aoshan District as a hiding place because of its rare human presence, almost like a dead place. When zombies erupt, there won't be any active corpses nearby. But now not only have the bodies been exposed, but they have also been alerted to start attacking the members of the investigation team. They requested us to go over and provide support. We have already fled to the Yanqing shelter. Will this be used to lure us past and eliminate our trap in one fell swoop? The message I received through Bloodvine is that the corpse group has been disturbed. At present, the remaining forces in Tianhai City are not enough to compete with me. The only thing I fear is the power of those people in the Jiangnan region, especially the border troops. How great it would be if that power could belong to me. Among the 36 abilities I have absorbed, none can compare to the 1/10 of annihilation. If we don't go, it will arouse their suspicion, right? You're right. We should go over there. I'll go alone, you stay here. If anything unexpected happens, you're fine. Only you are the best to me. Caution. A few minutes later. It doesn't matter who sacrificed, as long as I'm safe, you will understand me, right? Yanqing Base. Why haven't you come yet? Boss, do you think that's where Captain Bien and his team are? What kind of hissing sky? What the hell did they provoke? Come over here quickly. Quickly hide in the shelter. The scale of the body tied behind is too large. Come in quickly. Close. My refinery is definitely going to be shut down. I have informed Zhang Yi, Xing Tian, Wei Dinghai, and the members of the Baishuo sect that they will soon bring people to assist. When the time comes, we will work together internally and externally to resolve the body tied outside. The scale of the corpse tied outside is no less than the level we faced in the snow worship sect that day. Now our combat power is less than half of what it was at that time. How can we fight? Can't you apply for support from the Jiangnan region? Basically, every investigation team has a task to transfer personnel. It's not something that can be easily transferred. If it's necessary to transfer personnel, it requires instructions from the highest level of the Jiangnan region. Then we'll just wait for death like this. This is the situation outside. All right, now none of us can leave. Boss. Captain, are you okay? It's okay, cough. It seems like we need to rely on external forces now. Now they gather together and can apply for airstrike support from headquarters. Are you saying that the Jiangnan region can launch missiles towards here? Great. With just one missile, hundreds of thousands of zombies outside will be reduced to ashes. This is the only way we can do it now. I don't know how the border army's Wuna team is handling zombies in Tianhai City. Why hasn't they come back yet? What's up? We need support for hundreds of thousands of zombies surrounding our shelter. Has the problem in Tianhai City become so serious? Yes. Wait a minute. Border troops are already one of the most elite investigation teams under my command. If they all need help from headquarters. It seems that the zombie crisis is almost threatening Blizzard City. After all, Tianhai City is only over 300 kilometers away from Blizzard City. Retrieve the scenery around Yanqing Shelter. Analyze the situation of zombies. Analyzing 50. The number of zombies is 395,861, including 395,521 humanoid zombies and 340 large zombies. There are too many zombies to kill without hundreds of missiles. The most effective way for military factories to produce difficult missiles now is to use the Death Reaper, which is one less than the other. From my observation, the Yanqing shelter has a very strong defense within a range of about 172 meters underground from the Yanqing base. I plan to directly deploy the Death of Love at the Yanqing base so that I can completely eliminate this wave of zombies. But in that case, the entire Tianhai City will become wasteland. Isn't there not a few living people left in Tianhai City? Sacrificing a small number of people now is the most effective way to prevent the zombie crisis from spreading to other cities. At present, the number of living people in Tianhai City may only be a few tens of thousands, and releasing the Death of Love is indeed the fastest and most effective way to eliminate hundreds of thousands of zombies, but it also means that we will be abandoned. The places where the Death of Love passes by will leave radioactive gases in the air that will take nearly 20 years to disappear, which means we have to stay in underground shelters for nearly 20 years. But the supplies in the shelter can't hold up for so long, which means we're going to die in the dark underground. Zhu Shuai, please give us some time. I want to try again one last time. Okay, I'll give you the last 24 hours. If the zombie horde is still there, I'll drop the Death of Love. What does the region say about missile support? When can it arrive? The message from headquarters is that there are too many zombies and they have decided to use the death of love to eliminate them. What? How could this happen? According to the attack range of the death of love, the entire Tianhai City will become a wasteland. Will humans die due to the presence of radiation? Do they want us to die underground? At this point, anger is meaningless. We must find a way to deal with the zombies outside, otherwise we will have to live underground until supplies run out. There are 23 hours and 58 minutes left until the arrival of the death of love. I need you to immediately hand over all the information here, especially the weapon device. Xiaoyu must tell the other families the whole story and make them understand that if they don't do their best to help this time, everyone will face a desperate situation. And we also need to tell them that whoever dares to escape at the last minute will be relentlessly pursued by the Jiangnan region. Should I directly contact the Corpse King through Bloodvine and have him issue an order to disperse the corpse tide? When I was 24 years old, the death god of love struck the entire Tianhai City. Blamed. What can I do to keep the members of the investigation team alive, to let the tide of corpses recede without arousing their suspicion? I don't know what snow worshippers would do if they knew the threat of the death of love. However, the power of the death of love still makes people somewhat fearful. Kuer, immediately take the other people from the shelter and escape to the basement. Going to the third basement, Tianhai City may be hit. It's over, this time it's really doomed. Boss, you should take us away quickly. 24 hours is enough for us to escape from Tianhai City. They said that if we dare to run, we will be chased by the Jiangnan region from all directions without any blind spots. Do you think the corpse tide is more terrifying than the Jiangnan region? Isn't this making things difficult for people? It's not easy to catch hundreds of thousands of zombies. Even if it's 300,000 pigs, we can't finish them in 24 hours. Don't worry, this zombie crisis is not impossible to solve as long as we can prove that the zombie horde was created by the snow cult. The next trouble is not ours, but theirs. Next, it depends on whether things can achieve the expected results I want. Yanqing Base. 20 automated machine guns. Yanqing Shelter. Several firearms and bullets. The most important thing to eliminate the corpse group is to destroy their command center, which is the Corpse King. This time, we disturbed the corpse group and they came to attack voluntarily. So I guess the Corpse King must be behind the corpse group, possibly still in the Alshan area. Therefore, we must break out and confirm the location of the Corpse King before killing him. Once we lose command, the group of corpses will not be so terrifying. How can we break through? There are too many zombies, and relying solely on our firepower won't be able to open up a way out. We have to rely on that guy with teleportation ability. I didn't expect to rely on that guy to save us at a critical moment. Why did he suddenly call? Captain Bien, how are you doing over there now? It's okay now, but we don't have much time left. Don't rush over to support us now. First, go to the beach and use your abilities to collect a large amount of seawater. You want to use the ultra-low temperature to release seawater onto land and weaken the zombies' mobility with frozen seawater. Wait for me for 4 hours. How much longer until it's good? Why is it so slow? Should I give up the corpse group to gain the trust of the Jiangnan region, or should I kill everyone in Tianhai City through the fish death network? No, in the short term, the corpse tide cannot break through the siege of that group of people, and tearing a face with the Jiangnan region itself is a foolish decision. Although it's heartbreaking to abandon so many zombies, this is the only way we can solve our predicament. I need to act more authentically so that they don't discover that the group of corpses is controlled by me. Then why don't we just do nothing and let those zombies attack humans based on their instincts? 4 hours later. In a different space. The seawater is ready, but we need to find a high point to pour the seawater. Don't have too much hope for the effect. We can only guarantee that it will affect the formation of the corpse group and make their movements slow. After all, the area around the Yangqing base is flat, and it is unlikely to completely submerge them. That's enough. Just give us some time to break through. Liangyu, please find a high point near the Yangqing base and drive directly over there. Fortunately, the attention of those zombies was attracted by the Yangqing shelter. If there were so many zombies chasing us, it would be really difficult to get rid of them. Here we are. Can we just use seawater with so many zombies? Just give it a try and you'll know. It's about to start. Are you ready? Roar. They don't have the same intelligence as the previous actions. It's true, true. I knew you, Yuan Kongye and Zhang Yixian, wouldn't dare to die and break through the net, ha ha ha. So, just reveal your trump cards here. Start attacking. Let's start attacking. It can't last too long outside. You must come out quickly. I see. Get ready to break through and pour out all the firepower. We only have one chance. Since we want to pursue excitement, let's stick to it until the end. My Tianxiao Honglian detonated the refinery. Fortunately, our combat suit is heat resistant, otherwise she would have been severely burned. She's really tough. Withdrawal. That's really exciting. Captain Xiao, the brave hero who broke his wrist, has courage. Let's go. We need to take advantage of the chaos among the corpses and hurry up to get out. But it's already a vast ocean outside. How can we leave? If we swim over, we will become targets for those copper-armored flying corpses in the water. Even if it's dangerous, we have to give it a try. Now is the best opportunity. We can temporarily assemble a speedboat and rush out. We don't have much time. Can we assemble a speedboat? As long as you cooperate with me and give me what I need and some manpower, it's no problem. Good. You must complete this task within 15 minutes. The coverage area of the corpses on the snowfield is too wide, and the lost standing on the outermost circle has hardly been affected. And the zombies in the water are slowly crawling towards the shore. It won't be long before they surround the lakes around the Yangqing base. It won't be so easy to run when the time comes. Give me a bicycle for at most 10 minutes. Zhang Yi. How about you guys get out? We'll be out soon, Zhang Yi. Your marksmanship is good. Can you help me kill those flies flying in the sky? Good. 10 minutes later. Okay. You guys, join us as pioneers and rush out together. Understand? I opened the door. Boss, be careful. I can do it myself. You're really not good. The recoil of a sniper rifle can overturn this ship. That's really troublesome. Ah, look in the water. I fought with these zombies. Put away your floating cannon. I'm the captain, and it's not your turn to be a hero. What must be done now? Boss, don't worry for now. Haven't you seen the scale of these zombie hordes? Even if you use annihilation, it's impossible to kill Shinji all at once. Changqing is right. I'm just a Delta-level alien who can't create miracles. Let's go ashore first. Damn it, why didn't you leave after solving the corpse tide and insist on staying here to cause trouble? What should we do if you die here? It's really troublesome. We must spare no effort to rescue the members of the investigation team, at least to save the life of their captain. Yes. Ah. You're really useless. Fortunately, after you die, your abilities can return to Aya's body. Otherwise, it would be a waste of those abilities. Everyone get in the car, let's play zombie walking. Ah. Step on the accelerator to the bottom and circle around those fighting circles. Oh. These hordes of corpses are much weaker than the ones we encountered at the beginning. Oh, they have lost the control of the snow cult and returned to their most primitive state. But how do they solve the current situation? Watching the investigation team die here is impossible. They must have other ways to make the body mass disappear. No, it's too late. Zhang Yixian, why did you come here by yourself? Mr. Bien, there are too many zombies around us to break through. Why don't I take you away first? Anyway, you have to stop the destruction of Tianhai City by the Jiangnan region. What's the use of saving me? If the zombies don't retreat, everyone in Tianhai City will still die. Are you joking? We've already exhausted all our strength, but how should we deal with over 100,000 zombies? Risking one's life. Damn border troops, if it weren't for your sudden arrival in Tianhai City, my goal with Aya would have been achieved long ago. Why is this situation different from what I expected? Wasn't the corpse group controlled by them? How could Zhang Yixian be so impatient? Is it because he is unwilling to sacrifice these hard-earned things and deliberately acts? Captain. Cough, 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 cough. Cough, cough, hurry up and rush out. Tens of thousands of zombies surround the investigation team. Can they still survive? The real situation is actually so far off track than I thought. Is the snow cult unable to control the horde of corpses now, or are they going crazy and trying to kill the members of the investigation team? What if the snow worship sect is unable to control the zombie horde? How can we solve the problem of the zombie siege? It seems that I need to go over and be handsome when necessary. What are you planning to do? Just go save them like this. You told me earlier, so we wouldn't be in such trouble from the beginning. You misunderstood. What I meant by rescue is not the kind of rescue you think it is. Isn't it all about saving? Is there a difference? There are less than 16 hours left until the arrival of the death of love. Perhaps the initially set 24-hour period was just an excuse for the investigation team to listen to. The people in Jiangnan region definitely don't believe that we can solve the zombie problem. Boss, let's escape. We still have time. We can definitely leave Tianhai City. I've told you before, if everyone can't solve it, I'll go cool off. This is my last attempt, and we still have time. When I fail, we still have time to walk. Boss. We need to trust Zhang Yi's abilities and wait for him to come back. Captain Bien, come with me and leave here. We still have hope. Ahem, you can leave if you want. I want to accompany my teammates. Damn it, you guys really don't know what to do, so don't blame me. They are already doomed to death, and I cannot die with them until those zombies kill this group of people. I will contact Bloodvine to have the zombies commit suicide, so that the death god of love will not parachute into Tianhai City. Zhang Yi, why are you here? You're here to save us. The current situation is even worse than I imagined. My current ability is only to teleport one person away. who to take cannot solve the zombie problem, and no one can leave. If you're not sure how to save us, you won't come over yourself, will you? I have an immature idea. What idea? Do you remember the two abilities of Ice Soul? Help the unawakened awaken their abilities, and help the awakened awaken their potential. To be honest, I had previously obtained the Ice Soul to enhance my supernatural power, which gave me a high-level ability in Tianhai City. In fact, I have also used Bing Pe. If I'm not mistaken, Wei Dinghai and Xing Tian have also used it. Doesn't that mean that once we die, Yuan Kongye will gain 3 more powerful abilities? I also wanted to use the lie that I have used Bing Pe to trick them into eating Bing Pe, but I didn't expect them to have already eaten it. Are you saying we should use Ice Soul to enhance our strength and breakthrough? There is currently only one way to go. Boss, let's give it a try. This Ice Soul can be used by you. Could it be that my little caution was noticed by the border troops? Not so bad. At this point, I can only give it a try. Let me come too. Let's go together. I'm enough alone. If you use this Zhang Yi, you owe me a favor. The goal has been achieved. Great. The physical condition of the border troops is already strong on the outside, but weak on the inside. Even if they don't die under zombies, they will die under the exhaustion of their abilities. The powerful military and martial arts abilities now belong to Aya. LV5 Epsilon class. We are one step closer to our desire to rule the entire world. It's been a long time since I've seen the world with my own eyes. I should have already reached the level of Epsilon with this force. Boss. Close your eyes. I'll just see how strong the border army's martial arts are in a fully awakened state. This is the power of Epsilon. Is this to help his teammates eliminate the biggest disaster? Captain Bien, thank you for your efforts. Your sacrifices will not be wasted. No, I can't laugh yet. We're only one step away from victory. Zhang Yi, that idiot, actually helped us so much, ha ha ha. Nowadays, the leaders of the largest bases and border troops in Tianhai City have all used Ice Soul. As long as they are killed, ha ha ha. Don't pretend, haven't you been watching all along? You've already discovered this. Captain Bien, thank you for saving all of us. You're so calculating, even I fell into your trap. Sorry, I didn't want to do this originally. This is a contingency plan. If I didn't have a choice, I definitely wouldn't want to do it this way. It's just that my life is not long. I still want to thank you for allowing me to achieve the most magnificent bloom in my life. Unfortunately, I only have one chance to experience the strength of Epsilon's power. Please rest assured that after you leave, I will solve all the remaining problems in Tianhai City. What other secrets are you hiding? That's it. Boss. Boss, boss, wake up, wake up. Don't sleep anymore, but if you sleep again, you won't be able to wake up. Now that the captain is dead, according to the regulations of the region, I, as the deputy captain, will temporarily take over the position of captain. Blizzard City Command Center. Feed. Commander Tianhai City, all zombies have been resolved. Did he still leave? This way, as a soldier, dying on the battlefield is his best home. I believe he also doesn't want to linger on his sickbed. Commander, what is our next move? Come back with the border troops. He's the commander-in-chief. Blizzard City has canceled the plan to launch the Death of Love. May your soul attain eternal life in heaven. Zhang Yi, what are you going to do? What do you want with your life? Where did the knife come from? Zhang Yi, what are you doing? Zhang Yi, why did you suddenly hit someone? Damn it, I must kill you. Zhang Yi, why are you doing this? You need to give us an explanation about Zhang Yi's matter, otherwise we won't sit idly by. Zhang Yixian has reached this point. Do you still want to disguise yourself? Isn't the biggest mastermind behind the corpse tide in Tianhai City your worship of the snow cult? What? The mastermind behind the zombie craze is the snow cult. What are you talking nonsense about? Do you know how many followers our snow worship sect has lost in this zombie craze? Damn it, how could Zhang Yi discover this secret? Less blood, less mouth-watering. Are you spouting nonsense? After I finish speaking, they will analyze. But it's you, Zhang Yixian. What are you afraid of? Everyone, Ice Soul itself is a scam. Yuan Kongye can absorb and eat the abilities of Ice Soul mutants after their death. To enhance one's own abilities, even if all the members of the Snow Cult die, it's not important for Yuan Kongye. And the dead can also be used by her to build a zombie legion. Compared to ordinary people, the Undead Legion, which is completely obedient, powerful, and not easy to die, is her true trump card. Defamation, slanderous. If we really had the ability to create zombie hordes, how could we have been suppressed by your various forces in the first place? Without any real evidence, just rely on your speculation to attack me. I even said you were the mastermind behind it. The abandoned building next to St. John's Cathedral is home to huge blood-red vines that can absorb nutrients from corpses and the earth, nurturing the Corpse King who has the ability to create zombies. Since you said I couldn't provide evidence, would you dare to come with us and take a look at that vine? What if there's nothing there? I can't just get hit for nothing, can I? If I guess wrong, you can come to me anytime and try your best. What a shameless scoundrel. Okay, we can do it right. We're afraid you might not be able to do it. If we find out later that it's not what you said, I will definitely take out your intestines. No, we can't let them get close to Bloodvine. Not allowed to go, could there be a ghost? We can't let them see Bloodvine. What if they try to steal the Bloodvine under the guise of watching it? Zhang Yi, you're so despicable. We almost caught your way. Since you want to fight, we'll fight you. Good to come. That's enough. I don't have any extra time to entangle with you now. Pupil surgery. Zhang Yi's strength is surprisingly strong. The people at our Yangqing base probably haven't offended him, have they? The boss surnamed Zhang is running away. He needs to find a chance to inform Yuan Kongye that we must get rid of him before he does, otherwise everyone may die after tearing their faces apart. Why should we trust you? Is it true or false? If you come with me to take a look, you'll know. I believe people in the Jiangnan region won't be easily fooled by me, right? We need to get on the car quickly. We have to give an explanation for the situation in Tianhai City. We can't let the captain go for nothing and follow them. May the Lord bless you. Whose superpower is this? Pupil technique seems to be from the captain of the investigation team, Bian Junwu. The ability of border troops is finally mine. No, how did the border troops die? Who killed him? Who dares to kill him? When did things start to deviate? I have to tell Aya about Zhang Yi before I die. High Priest, you. I'll help you in. What an annoying ant. Who hurt you? Don't waste your abilities. I'm injured too badly. Saving me will consume too much of your energy. The danger is coming soon. Our situation has exposed that they are planning to kill you. You must live well for our ideals. You will definitely come back to my side in other ways, right? It's your motivation. Abandoned building. The truth is here. Come with me, I'll prove it to you. You guys, this is the forbidden area of our snow worship sect. You can't tremble. Where is the evidence you mentioned? I have also been here before. From the sample research report I collected, aren't those corpses just ordinary dry corpses that have been drained of all nutrients? You think a place that allows us to come and go freely is really as simple as it seems on the surface. Zombies are manipulated by viruses that reside within their bodies, leading them to prefer living in dark and damp underground environments. The research facilities suitable for cultivating viruses in the entire Tianhai city have long disappeared, but here, the living environment below is perfect for virus cultivation, isn't it? The copper armor corpse of the Corpse King turned out to be the root of trouble here. I'll teach you damn bastards how to worship snow. This guy really set up such a big game. He's treating us like fools and causing the captain to sacrifice himself to save us. Kill all those guys. Everyone's anger is filled up, so no matter how strong Yuan Kongye is, we have a chance to touch him. Let's wait and see. Destroy this plant a bit and don't keep it. Leave it to me. It seems that the person with the ability to release the system should have the ability to condense their abilities into explosives that can be detonated at a set time. If you want to see the leader, you must go through a notification. Go die for me. Everyone should be careful. She is currently using a psychic barrier and possesses at least dozens of abilities. I don't believe that gathering the power of all the mutants in Tianhai City won't kill her. Follow me. I don't know if my divine power can break through Yuan Kongye's psychic barrier. Snow God, Snow God, Snow God. Stupid and insignificant people, you have no idea what kind of existence you are fighting against. I am an apostle of the gods on earth and an envoy exercising divine power. Any act of blasphemy against divine power will be punished by heaven. Let me cleanse this world without faith. She has actually reached the LV5 Epsilon level. Come to my side. You guys should come back too. I also want your spatial power. Even if I open two-dimensional gates this time, I can't defend it at all. Yuan Kongye's psychic control is much stronger than Zhang Yixian's. It's not even on the same level. Is this how we end? Xingtian Core. Yanlong exhales breath. Fargo. Capture the thief first, capture the king. As long as Yuan Kongye collapses the boulder storm, it will naturally disappear. I didn't expect this bullet to break through my mental barrier. She has too many types of abilities to handle. What bullet did you use that can actually penetrate her psychic barrier? Specially designed to deal with mutated organisms, the origin bomb. It's true that people in the Jiangnan region have developed bullets specifically designed to deal with aliens in about 6 months. I don't know if my dimensional portal can withstand the origin bullet. We can't let her control the attack rhythm anymore. From now on, everyone follows my command. Even though she now possesses powerful abilities, she is still a young girl with less combat experience than us, who have experienced many battles. As long as we identify her flaws, we can break them in one fell swoop. Qi Guangming, shoot another shot. You see, the speed of the stone storm has slowed down a lot. It's obvious that she can't do two things at once. So for a while, except for Qi Guangming using the origin bullet to restrain her movements, the rest of the people will continue to attack me with long-range skills to take charge of the main attack. As for Zhang Yi, we will fight for you to use the pupil divine power skill to deliver a fatal blow to Yuan Kongye. I'll go over and entangle her. If necessary, you can kill her along with me. Good. Let's start then. It's my turn to take action. Zhang Yi actually knows how to perform pupil surgery. Then let's see who's more powerful than your pupil technique compared to Border Army Wu. She managed to control the captain's silence so quickly. She has also mastered Captain Bian's abilities. She's even in control of annihilation. How could we possibly beat her? She just got the captain's ability and doesn't really know how to use it. We still have a chance to defeat her. The power of the pupil technique is beyond the capacity of ordinary people to withstand. You need to replenish energy in a timely manner after using it once, but fortunately, as a space system expert, I am not afraid of wasting war. How dare a mere mortal hurt me? Damn it, you all deserve to die. Boss, let's escape. Where do you think we can still escape now? Now the only thing we can do is win the first battle. From now on, Tianhai City will have peace in the world. If we lose, that's a matter to consider after we lose. You still want to lock me in this time and see how you use the pupil technique. Xing Tian Legion Max. These are some annoying bugs. Do you really think you can resist me? That's a joke. Come with me, everyone. Finished. Break it for me. Why are you here? You have a strong defense, but how many times can you withstand my attacks? Shinwei. You must leave here quickly. The current battle is beyond your control. Okay, let's go. Be careful. What an unbeatable group of ants. And this guy has been looking for opportunities to unleash his powers on me. If he doesn't die, I'll score points to defend against him. Even though it's a doomed ending, why are you still struggling? Forget it, I don't have much patience to continue playing with you anymore. Let me purify you completely with one blow. Hurry up and escape a bit further away. Help! Fortunately, the dimension gate withstood it. How can we just wait to die? Is it really unbeatable to defeat an alien at the level of Epsilon? Zhang Yi, you have strong abilities, but I have absorbed the abilities of 36 people, including the ability of border troops. How should you deal with it? I really want your ability too. Everyone, we need to take out all the things we've stored at the bottom of the box, otherwise we might all die here. We don't need you to say, we already know. Even if we risk our lives, can we really win? If you fight with all your might, there's still a glimmer of hope, otherwise you'll really be 10 dead and lifeless. Wudi's floating cannon consumes mental power. Once his mental power is exhausted, it will consume his life. He is now recklessly starting to burn his life without considering the consequences. Why is there another trouble? LV5 Epsilon. Ha 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 ha, die for me, you despicable bitch. It's finally over. If this continues, I will eventually be consumed to death. This doesn't die, really. The war of attrition is what I'm most afraid of. Can the two of us win? Why do you need it? Isn't it good to let me help you escape quietly? Okay, it seems that your limits have come to an end here. Although you have accomplished less than I imagined, it is still almost enough. Is his killing move useless? You guys leave here. I will take over the next battlefield. Zhang Yi, are you not joking? Like it? Then I'll leave it to you. Zhang Yi, our last hope lies in you. You take him away. I'll fight with Zhang Yi here until the end. What exactly is he going to do? Captain Bian's gun. There are about 20 origin bullets inside. Okay, I'll take it. Everything should come to an end now. Who gave you Zhang Yi's confidence? You know nothing about my power, but I haven't tried my best yet. I am now beginning to adapt to so many abilities within my body. Don't worry, I will soon be able to adapt to your strength as well. Go to hell. Ah, do you think you can hurt me from behind? Is the dimension gate? Can you handle this move? He has never shown his true strength in front of us before. Do you only know how to escape? Do you have the ability to kill me? I see how you managed to escape. That's all you have. This defense is too terrifying, isn't it? Fortunately, we didn't always target Zhang Yi back then. Otherwise, it would have been us who would have been eliminated in the end. But this is not a solution. Zhang Yi's attack has no effect on her. Even if it can delay her time, it cannot win. Once Yuan Kongye gets tired, he can completely abandon him and attack us first. At present, we have no other way but to believe in Zhang Yi. If Yuan Kongye really wants to kill us, we will definitely not be able to escape from the hands of an Epsilon-level alien. If Zhang Yixian were still by my side, he would definitely tell me how to solve Zhang Yi's trouble. Just take down the people that Zhang Yi cares about. Not afraid that he won't throw himself into the trap. Anyone here? It's too late for you to learn to be smart now, isn't it? Anger value max damn guy. If I choose to attack Xiao Honglian and expose their backs directly to Zhang Yi, I will definitely be ambushed by him. I need to quickly think about how to solve this dilemma. Zhang Yi is now a skilled warrior with hard turtle shells all over his body. Xuanwu not only cannot break his shell, but also needs to be constantly vigilant about the snake hidden inside his shell, which can suddenly bite him. It's really annoying. Stay calm and don't be led by him. We can definitely find his weakness. As long as his shuttle ability is restricted and his turtle shell is broken, everything will be solved easily. Launch a surprise attack. Not good. My mobility is limited to the Tiana River, which is about 300 meters long and wide. This is going to break my mobility. Even if you can dodge it well, you can't escape such a large-scale attack, can you? This is impossible. This combination technique is very imaginative, but unfortunately it's not useful to me. Zhang Yi, I don't believe it. I can't kill you. Come on, if you have the ability, come and kill me. Oh, by the way, I'll tell you that the wound on Zhang Yixian's chest was stabbed out by me. Okay, then I'll let you go down and bury him with me. Okay, then we'll wait and see. What have you done to me? It seems that the psychic toxin of the border army has invaded her body. It seems like you still can't control the power of your body. I guess it's not because the vengeful souls of the deceased are entangled around you that you're feeling so uncomfortable. Shut up, you don't understand anything. Use it harder. The negative energy brought by those abilities will completely invade your body. After you die, your Epsilon level origin will belong to me. I know you hate this world and want to destroy everyone, but speaking of it, you're not innocent either. If it weren't for your parents setting up a cult and deceiving many followers into losing everything, you wouldn't have ended up in such a situation. Ah, Zhang Yi, what have you done to me? Answer me. Can you guess if I'll tell you? Be opinionated. Blessing. Cough, 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 cough. Right now. Cough, 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 silence. Cough, cough, cough. 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 Cough, 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 cough. 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 What methods did Zhang Yi use? Did he poison any of his abilities? Even if it's possible to poison, it's for an alien at the level of Epsilon. It's the captain's ability. After absorbing the captain's abilities, she also gained the side effects of the captain's abilities. Is this intentional by Zhang Yi or just a coincidence? He's actually plotting against us, you scoundrel. He did the right thing. In that situation, the captain had to sacrifice himself with Ice Soul to have any chance of survival. This guy's ability to set up such a big game of chess is really impressive, even turning us into pieces in his hands. What the hell is this guy? I have to cough, cough, cough. Okay, for now, this matter has nothing to do with us. You'd better rest first. Only when Zhang Yi defeats Yuan Kongye can we survive. Epsilon level alien origin is mine now. Surprisingly, without dodging, he directly used his body to forcefully connect to the origin bullet. Damn it, using superpowers will make me weaker and weaker, and if I don't use them, I will be quickly killed by Zhang Yi. Does that mean I'm going to lose? Yuan Kongye, what's wrong with you? You've been fighting for so long, are you about to surrender? That's right. As long as you surrender and disable your abilities, I can consider giving you a way out. TSK, 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 you really don't give up. When exactly did you attack me? Tell me, I need to know the answer. Go ask the King of Hell. Who's going to ask the King of Hell? It's not certain yet. No, I can't continue to waste time with him. I have to leave first and solve my problems before killing everyone here. It's useless to escape. No matter what, you must die at my hands today. Jesus came and couldn't keep what I said. Yuan Kongye escaped and Zhang Yi won. A severely injured Epsilon-level alien fleeing, if I can take her source with my hands. If we can successfully launch a surprise attack on Genshin Impact, it will be the Epsilon-level origin. I lost an arm and my strength has greatly decreased, so I won't be able to maintain my position. It's better to fight for it. Ah. Everyone, Yuan Kongye is seriously injured at this moment. If you want to obtain her origin, please do so. In the end, he turned out to be the biggest winner. The captain originally said he wanted to join the team, but now that he really comes over, he's probably going to be our leader. Captain, he could have lived longer. There's no way anyone can make them more skilled and include all of us. Fortunately, I have spatial abilities. I'm not afraid of not having food to eat, but I don't know how much longer you can endure. What an unbeatable dog. For the original power reward of the Epsilon-level alien, it's just boiling an eagle. If I can endure it, it depends on how long that eagle has been waiting. The second day. A day and a night without eating, drinking, or resting. Don't you give up yet? Everyone around you has died. Parents, Zhang Yixian, and tens of thousands of followers of the Snow Worship sect. Don't you feel guilty that so many people died because of you? Don't you think you should be the one who died the most? You really can run, okay? It depends on how much longer you can't hold on. On the third day. It's been 3 days now and I can't rest. I haven't had anything to eat or drink. It's really hopeless. How great it would be if you were still alive, Zhang Yixian. Finally, she was about to die. Don't sleep, Ren, but it's really tiring. God, am I not your most loyal believer? Please save me. Why didn't you give me instructions, God? Did I make a mistake? But everything I did was just to create a pure and unclean world, Zhang Yixian. Zhang Yixian, what should I do? Can you tell me? Aya, let's go with Mom and Dad. Let's go to heaven. Wake up, Aya. Wake up. Give up anyway. All the people I cherish have died, and all the people who love me have also died because of me. What's the point of my life? You can see them when you die. Zhang Yixian, I'm hungry. If I'm not dead yet, I'll shoot a few more shots and I'll succeed. Come again. Half of those who travel 100 miles hope that no unexpected changes will occur in the end. I'm not very interested in becoming strong, but if I'm not strong, I'll be beaten, so I can only keep chasing stronger forces. Void power. If the void that can devour everything is used with my 2 gates, is there anyone in this world that I cannot kill? I can't be too self-righteous. Being complacent outside of others will only lead me to destruction like Jinkonia. However, with my current strength, even if I encounter someone more powerful than me, I still have the ability to protect myself. Hello Uncle Yu, I am Zhang Yuan. I have already killed Kongye. We are safe now. That's great. That's really great. Where are you currently? How are the forces and investigation teams in Tianhai City doing? We have returned to the shelter, except for Wei Dinghai who died. Everyone else has gone back to their respective bases. The members of the investigation team went to Qingpu base for recuperation. They were seriously injured, especially Wu Di, who looked like he was about to die. Okay, let's talk about it when I go back. Zhang Yi, big brother, big boss. I want to take a break now. Let's talk about everything when I wake up. Ah, comfortable. Sis, after sleeping for 2 days, I still feel uncomfortable, dizzy, swollen, and have back pain. I can't do this next time. It's too exhausting for my body. However, with my current strength, there should not be anything in Tianhai City that can threaten me. I don't know if Zhang Yi has woken up or if he has been sleeping for so long. There are really very few survivors in Tianhai City this time. Zhang Yi, you finally woke up. You fell asleep for 2 days and 2 nights, which scared us to death. How are you doing now? Is there any discomfort in your body? Let me help you do a detailed physical examination. I don't have anything to do, I'm just tired. Resting for 2 days is already much more comfortable. I'm good, very good. Has Yuan Kongye already been killed by you? She couldn't be considered killed by me. She died by exhausting her mental and physical strength. Have you already absorbed her essence? I have indeed become a little stronger now, that's all. Boss, aren't you invincible now? Brother Zhang Yi, you are too powerful. Great, we'll see who dares to interfere with our lives in the future, ha ha ha. Now everyone can guess that I killed Yuan Kongye and absorbed her origin. People from the Jiangnan region will definitely send someone to recruit me. If I go, I might be like the border troops handling crises everywhere and wandering on the edge of danger. If I don't go, if the high-level officials in the Jiangnan region are a little narrow-minded, they will definitely cause trouble for us. Whether it's being recruited by them or fighting against them, my people will definitely suffer. I have to confront them first and take the initiative in my own hands. I need to go to Qingpu base now to chat with Bailey Changqing. Boss, what are you? I'll go change my clothes and go talk to the members of the investigation team about something. I'll be with you. Let's go together too. I can do it alone. You can rest well in the shelter. I'm going to find you now. Okay, the captain is dead. We also need to replenish fresh blood. If your captain sacrificed, should we add another captain? Qingpu base. We'll talk when you come over. Well, that's it then. This kid has a lot of ambition. Should we still let him join our team? An alien close to Epsilon level is the captain of other ace teams, and people in the region must want to keep him. It's our captain's position. What's up? Zhang Yigang just spoke to me and wanted to come find us, but his intention is that if he wants to join our investigation team, he will serve as the team leader. Treacherous villain. In my opinion, he is not wrong to want to go up, and he is the biggest contributor to this operation in Tianhai City. In terms of strength, there is no doubt about it, but as a team captain, we cannot rely solely on our abilities. What kind of person is Zhang Yi? Even if he wants to join our team as a newcomer, why should he become the team leader? If he comes, I won't stay anymore. Is that what he told you? That's too crazy. Except for Uncle Bailey, no one else has the qualification to be the captain. Zhang Yi must abide by the rules if he can call again. It's up to the top the final say who will be the team leader. It's not important if I'm not the team leader. The important thing is that the team can develop better in the future. Zhang Yi is coming to talk to us later. Let's take a look at his attitude first. Are so many people coming to greet me? I'm a bit flattered. Zhang Yi is so powerful, there's still something to guard against for me. You're really cautious. I don't have the courage to fight you. Are your current abilities almost the same as those of Yuan Kongye back then? It's not as simple as you think, that battle. Oh no, why don't you take me to meet the investigation team first? The battle was too brutal. Wei Dinghai died in battle, and over 90% of the mutants under our command were killed or injured. Even the investigation team, which has such strong capabilities, has suffered very serious injuries. In the future, you will be the boss in Haishir, and we will have to rely on you. The effect of expanding power is not beneficial except for managing more and more people and things. I am now at ease. They're inside. I'll go now. If you need anything, just contact me directly. What are you doing here? Wow, it seems like the last battle took a lot of energy out of him. But why did he keep targeting me? Is it because I'm more handsome than him? He's jealous of me. Can't I come and see the wounded after the war? After all, we may have to work together in the future. If I am too cold, some people will say that I am not friendly and do not know how to empathize with the wounded. This is making oneself the captain directly. What are you proud of? Just because you want to join our investigation team, are you qualified? Do you think I have the qualifications to solve the problem of Yuan Kongye? Don't forget to truthfully report the situation in Tianhai City to the senior management of Jiangnan region after you return, so that they can know my contribution. Of course, I am also saddened by the passing of Captain Wu of the Border Army. If given the opportunity, I hope to inherit his legacy and defend this land, bringing a harmonious and happy life to the people of the Jiangnan region. Don't worry, we won't forget your contributions, but the decision about you joining the investigation team still needs to be made by the higher-ups. It's just an additional process. Who else do you think should I do? Brother Bailey, let's go out and talk about some things. It's not suitable to talk to ordinary team members. Coincidentally, I am also testing Zhang Yi's attitude. Okay, since you want to talk to me alone, I'll naturally accompany you.